What's up, people? Can you hear us? Are we live? Do we sound good? Let me update the chat box real quick. Every time you come in here, you gotta update this chat box. Right. There it is. All right. Are we good? How's the volume? I'm not seeing the chat update. Chat refresher. There it is. All right, so the chat is refreshed. And we'll hide all that. All right, people. Give us a second. I'm going to go ahead and tweet this out right quick to everybody. Share. Okay. All right. Hopefully you guys like the quality. This is a little different setup. Hopefully we're not too far away from the mic. Do we sound good? Babe, say something.
Hello. Can you guys hear me?
You talk really, really low. So
Sorry, I have a.
tell me if she's low.
But
So
can you guys hear me? It says we're good. Right there.
just had a tasty grizzle. All right. Hey, y'all gonna have to cut that type of stuff out.
It said glizzy?
Glizzy? I'm not sure. All right, so doing something a little different, something a little special. We will be talking about the August Alsina thing. I think, is it Alsina?
Alcina.
Yeah, and Jada. All right, so volume's good. Give a few more seconds for people to come in.
Okay, I guess in the meantime, what I could do is formally introduce myself. I guess since you guys know him as Cloud, you guys can just refer to me as Mrs. Cloud. So, hello. Thought it was cool to just be a part of this topic, or I guess celebrity trending topics, because he knows that's like right up my alley. So I would love to be a part of this live stream.
Yeah.
It says low.
Someone said low.
Yeah.
All right.
Maybe we could try to bring this down.
I don't want it to block you though. Yeah, it's definitely blocking you.
Maybe I could try to sit on the other side, or
Yeah.
move your chair over. I don't know.
All right, I'll move my chair over.
Okay, let's see. Sorry, guys. Okay, let's try it. Okay, we're gonna try something now. Do we still sound low, or? Hello, Super Savage Spirit.
Hold on a minute. I want to post this.
Neon Ninja, we got the husky from a friend of DC's. Yeah, we got it from a friend.
Hold on, I gotta post some stuff in chats and discords, let people know that we're live. Because being that this is my old YouTube channel, Subbox don't work the way I would like for it to work. Yeah.
Okay, it says good now.
So mic's good. You guys can hear everything's good.
Yep, it says volume. Everything is good. Okay.
All right, so as usual, so this is a portion of Ask DC and obviously the misses. So any questions you guys have, just go ahead and ask away. We're gonna start it off with.
Hold on, Neon Ninja. No, you don't want one. Do your research on huskies because they are very stubborn animals. A lot of patience, and that's just for any dog in general, but huskies in particular, you need to spend a lot of time with them. They like a lot of exercise, and a bored husky is a husky that's getting into trouble. So just definitely do your research. They're cute, but do the research.
Don't be fooled. Don't be fooled by the whole cute thing. There was an incident where he got stuck in the corner of by the pool. So she's gonna pull up a picture. So we let him outside, and I guess he was bored, and he literally went and tried to like hide by the
Basically, we have like a hot tub that is like literally right next to the side of the house. There's like a small little space in between, and this idiot got stuck there. We were there until like 2 o'clock in the morning trying to unstick his head. And we even were soon going to be calling like the fire department because it took us a while to get him out.
My thing was, if we call the fire department, I said that he's got to go. Like the moment, like it came down to, it was like, if we have to call the fire department, if they have to break any piece of the house, he's got to go. So hopefully you guys can see the video. So that's the jacuzzi on the side, and he's stuck by the wall. Back up a little. Let's see.
So I don't know if you guys can see it, but anyways, that is the wall, and that was the hot tub, and he got stuck. And like, this was one of those live pictures that you take on like an Apple phone. So you could, like, if you long hold it, you could see him wagging his tail. I was so pissed because I was like, if this dog ruined the side of my damn house, he got to get the F out of here.
Yeah, we were like, yeah, he's got to go if that's the case.
Yep. But yes.
All right, so we've got a lot of people in. Yeah, but I had to like find a way to maneuver like my jump rope underneath him and then kind of like pull him up to get out, and he was literally stuck and did not want to come out. And like, it took us like literally almost like a good 2-3 hours.
Yeah. He honestly, we had to like coerce him to come out. We had like a few doggy treats in our hand. We had like one of those portable dog water bowls that we take when we took them hiking, and we kind of had to coerce him to come out because he was stuck, you know. So we really had to just find a way to get him out. But no animals were harmed during that time. I actually did call 911, and they tried to transfer me to the fire department, but again, it was like 1-2 in the morning. Nobody actually came, but they said to try again, and if we didn't, get him out of the hole, they would have came out, but we got him out by then, so he was good. Yep, 3 hours.
Yeah, three hours. So yeah, seriously, if anyone's like interested in a husky, do your research, and they're very stubborn. Like we got like the training collar, and it vibrates, beeps, and shock. We barely use the shock. I don't think we've used the shock at all. But when it comes to like the vibrate, you'll see him go to something, and you'll press the beep, and he'll just still there and stay looking at it. Like, we have the solar lights outside that'll turn on, and the solar lights outside, and it'll turn on, and he'll walk over. He destroyed like, I think, was it 4 or 5 of them? Mm-hmm. So he destroyed like 5 of them.
No, you know what? I have a love-hate relationship with cats. I think cats are evil, man. I don't know. I mean, you gotta like earn their affection. I guess that's what I like about cats. Mm-hmm. But cats are sneaky and they slick. So that's something to look into.
So shout out to Clifton the Colored Milkman, longtime follower. Bro, this story is why cats are the GOAT.
I see somebody said dogs are good for kids. Yeah, they could be. And I see someone said they used to have a Labrador. That was actually one of the dogs growing up, like, during adolescence, I had a lab mixed with it was a mixed lab that my dad got, but he gave him away to a shelter because he was, in the teething stage, and my dad was not having that. I think one day, I don't know how, he got a hold of like a light bulb. We just heard like a loud bang, and he bit up a whole bunch of my dad's shoes, and he was like, nope, F that. He's just going to give the dog away. I always wanted a golden retriever, though. I think those are pretty dogs, and I heard they're easy to train. But
yeah, so I've been a husky guy my whole life. I always loved husky. We had a husky. He ran away where we lived in Florida. We couldn't keep him. We let a friend hold him till we got a place.
Yep.
And then he ran away. My husky, his name is Chase.
His name is Chase. I came up with the name.
Oh.
Well, actually, me and all the kids, we just threw a whole bunch of names out there. The first husky we had, his name was Cody, and we didn't want to rename him Cody, so we just came up with a whole bunch of names, and I guess Chase stuck with everybody.
Yeah.
Oh, he was very smart too.
Yeah, labs are very smart. Huskies are very smart.
Yeah.
We also have a poodle. It sounds messed up. We also have another dog, even though we haven't talked about him. What's up, Space Host? Yeah, we have another dog. He's kind of like the stubborn old man. But yeah, we have another dog. But I got a question that I'm going to ask you. What is it like to put up with me when it comes to new technology releases?
He's annoying. He's already telling me now he wants 2 PS5s. I'm like, 2 PS5s for what? He said he wants one for this room and he wants one for the living room. I'm like, no. I mean, if you're going to buy it, you could do whatever you want to do. How old is our other dog? He is about 4 or 5 years old. I like his temperament because he's a mini poodle. He doesn't shed as much as the husky, and he was very easy to train. Very nice, calm dog. So it's kind of funny seeing them interact with each other,
Yeah.
Rottweiler.
See, Hannibal knows what's up.
No, Hannibal, don't give him no ideas, please. I would let him have an Xbox, but honestly, I don't think he's gonna play it like that. I told him straight up, I'm like, I feel like you're a casual gamer now. You're not a gamer like that no more. Because he don't be playing games like that no more. And he be trying to get on me. He be trying to get on me.
Hold on. So this girl replays Final Fantasy.
No.
Resident Evil. Ask her how many times she's beaten Final Fantasy.
No, correction. So as far as franchise games go, I love the Final Fantasy franchise. I love the Resident Evil franchise. My favorite genre of games, I would say, is survival horror and RPGs. So, of course, I'm a type of person, I know everyone likes to jump on games when they first come out, but me personally, I like to play games and just focus on that one game. Like, I have a story. I played Final Fantasy 12 at least 3 or 4 times, but I feel like that game is cursed because every time that I was about to beat the game, I don't even know what happens to the file. I remember when we had... I remember.
Everybody's now calling me a casual. Everybody's calling... That's not true. I be in here on my PC. I'll be on the Switch. I be on the PlayStation upstairs. Yeah. Nah, I'm not hiding my trophies, man. I'm not hiding my trophies.
Yeah, don't hide your trophies.
Yeah. We don't want none of that here. Sorry, Rav. Not coming at you, man. But no, like... Why can't I?
How much free time does DC really have? He's always using I got 6 kids as an excuse. Well, definitely that would take up time, but whenever he has free time, he do game. I'm not gonna front. Like, he definitely, of course, out of both of us, and I consider myself to be a gamer too. He definitely plays games a lot, but I don't think he plays a lot of games where like he go live and stuff. He'll just play, like, he just jumps from different games. Like, I always see him with the Nintendo Switch a lot. And I peek in the podcast sometimes. He don't know it, but I be telling him to calm down.
Hold up, my computer's telling me I need to do
Miss Cloud Games more than Ravish. I don't know who Ravish is. I know I seen that name. Oh, did it close? Did you close it?
Oh, whoa.
Oh, okay.
I don't want to do a Windows yet. Not yet.
I did not watch yesterday's live stream, but he did tell me about the topic money versus love. But what exactly did that topic entail?
That topic didn't turn out too well for the ladies on the podcast because their response was, hold up, did everything freeze? Oh no.
This is what be happening to Lovely T. On our end, it looks frozen.
Okay, all right, so we're back.
Okay.
Yeah, so if
DT be hilarious on the pod. I be telling him to calm down, because if I could hear his ass screaming upstairs, I be texting him like, yo, chill. You like messing up my vibe right now.
Yeah.
Like I was doing my nails yesterday and I heard him carrying on. Text.
She always sends this
down.
text of Shaggy doing the
Yeah. I always send him that and just tell him like chill. And I tell him straight up like just try not to get in any mess or whatever, because I know most live streams from any
Miss
genre
Cloud will never be a guest on AGS.
Actually, I told him before I would want to, but I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna act like I'm super knowledgeable on every tech thing that's going on. But if it pertains to like celebrity gossip or just trending topics and stuff, that's more of my, I guess, diaspora, if that's a word.
So they're asking the question according to yesterday's podcast. The two girls on the podcast said money. They immediately said money. The guys on the podcast said love.
So I'm guessing they're asking what's more important, money versus love.
They're asking you.
I definitely would say love, because I mean you can always find ways to make money. It's great if you have both, but I would definitely choose love over money, because money is a materialistic thing. It can come and go. You can always find ways to make money, realistically. One
of the things that I said was during the podcast that when I came back from the service, I was a little disturbed, like I didn't want to do anything. So I wanted to work at Spirit Airlines to bag airplanes to not do anything. And I asked the girl this, and she was like, oh, you're going through something. Her thing was, if you're complacent with what you're doing,
hello, post-punk.
If you're complacent with what you're doing, then she's not going to be hanging around for too long. And I'm like, so how would you have handled that situation? She didn't want to answer, but my personal take is I think that she would have been out.
Well, see, I can't speak for other individuals, but I do know that is the mindset of a lot of women today. They want a guy that's going to support them, or they want a guy that's going to take the lead, or they want him to be financially stable. I don't see anything wrong with that. I guess it's different strokes for different folks. Me personally, if I had to choose one or the other, I would probably choose love first, and then we can both try to find ways to get the bag together.
Yes.
That's my
yes.
thing.
There's always you can always get the bag a different way. Like, look at us now. We're doing okay for ourselves. There was a time that we had nothing.
Somebody asked if you saw 30-minute leak of the ACVH.
Oh yeah, I saw the leak of the Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Is it? No, it's Valhalla.
It says Mocha and Luca both chose money.
Yeah, those were the two guests on yesterday's podcast.
So I guess they have their reasonings for it. Maybe they've never experienced love, but I honestly
one of the things was that Hard 8 brought up that what if it came down to the guy lost his career job, but he started working at McDonald's. And she was like, nah, that's not good enough. So me and 8 was like, what if he's like the general manager of a McDonald's? They make at least 40 to 50K.
Because people nowadays, they are visual.
See?
It's not everything is about
status,
image, and status.
Yep.
So I guess they probably think when they tell their friends or whatever message they're trying to perceive to others, it's probably not going to be a good look, because the first thing people are going to say is, damn, you got a man working at flipping burgers, or whatever negative connotation comes along with working a fast food restaurant. But I mean, hey, get it how you can. I'm not the type of person that likes to bash people. You don't know what people go through, why they ended up at McDonald's. Maybe they started at McDonald's and they're getting better. I saw something.
Hold on.
Yes, Lovely T is a real one. I don't miss any of her live streams. I love Lovely T. I was actually watching one of her videos earlier, but I didn't finish it. But yes, I love Lovely T. She's the reason why I told him he should probably do like more, I guess, trending topics, you know.
Go ahead, you can answer.
Men take time to build. You can't expect a 25-year-old guy to be swimming in money. Yeah, that's true. That's just reality. I mean, if you really want to be technical, most people, guy and girl, when they're in their 20s, you're not really building in your 20s. You're still trying to find yourself. You might be traveling. You still might be in school. So, I mean, if you're a person who lives on your own, if you have responsibilities, kids, bills, whatever, it's not realistic for them to have their ideal job or their career. I mean, it's out there, but it's not, even now, generally, you have like 80% of the nation, or probably more, that lives paycheck to paycheck. Mm-hmm. So that's not realistic. I mean, they could just be honest and say they probably want somebody that's like an entertainer or a celebrity or IG celebrity, because I mean, that's the only people really who's making the type of money that they probably want. So
Aid brought it up. So and we said, what if he's like the regional VP of McDonald's? Those guys make close to $1 million a year.
Okay, well,
and then she says that's still not good enough. She just, that's not.
Did she say why?
We think that it came down to the stigma of McDonald's.
Okay, well, you guys probably should have asked her why. If you guys continue that conversation next week, maybe you guys should ask her or tell her to elaborate as to why. But I don't think you should think or speculate, because that might start drama.
Yeah.
But
no,
maybe...
she knows that we were just conversating, and
okay.
Not everybody has the same views.
Yeah.
There was a girl that came on the podcast a while back, and she only wanted to have kids with someone that's white. And when we asked her why, her response was she don't want her kids to have that look.
Okay, well,
she was out there 100%.
Okay, I'm not saying like it's wrong what she said, and I'm gonna tell you why. That stems from systematic racism from a long time ago. Not all dark-skinned men or not all black men, but if you look at a dark-skinned woman and you look at a red bone or a light-skinned woman, people associate beauty with someone who is lighter or brighter or past the brown paper bag test. But not all, but there are a lot of dark-skinned men that are very insecure, or they're not happy with themselves, so they spool that insecurity onto dark-skinned women. So I mean, if you constantly have someone telling a black woman that they're not beautiful, they're not pretty, and all you see on social media and the TV in general is mixed breeds that these guys, glorify so much, they are going to want to emulate that. So whenever women say things like that, you got to remember where it's coming from. I mean, I don't know if you guys know about the Willie Lynch letter, but it's all about divide and conquer, comparing light skin versus dark skin, house Negro versus field Negro. So it's just stemmed back from then, and then it came, it's prevalent today. That's what I think. But I think it all has to do with colorism.
And Black Bond is I've talked about Black Bond before. He was on he's on
He said I want good hair.
Yeah, that's basically it.
You got good hair.
Yeah, that's basically it. They want good hair, they want to be different color and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So let's turn it to
That's wild.
a question.
Tycoon, what'd you miss? Oh,
you know who Tycoon is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that Tycoon?
Yeah.
Okay.
Bart.
Hello, Bart.
Yeah.
Colorism called Dominicoons. Yeah, and that's another thing also. There's a lot of Hispanic people. Hispanic is not a race. I
Hmm.
think people get ethnicity, race, and I forgot the other one off the top of my head, but people tend to get those things confused. So I think because of that, that's just like, yeah. My
Black,
dad
well,
permed my sister's hair at age 4. My mom was about to kill him. Yeah, well,
yeah.
you see, back then, I had my hair permed too. Um, I already had like long hair already, but when I relaxed my hair, I wanted it because everybody else was doing it and I did like the straight hair look. Then I eventually transitioned. I've been natural now since 2014 and I haven't
Uh,
looked back since.
we are both Jamaican. She was actually born and raised here. I was, as I told you guys before, born in Jamaica, and at the age 9 came here to the U.S.
I was born in New York. I was born in Queens General Hospital. Um, so yes.
Yeah, I'm mixed Jamaican Italian. She's mixed Jamaican German.
Yeah. Well, not necessarily.
Yeah, you
but,
can't
I
you
mean,
can't blame you can't perm a 4-year-old's hair.
stay natural.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely sometimes I get tired of it. I even had like a hair channel that was dedicated to natural hair. I do get tired of it sometimes, but I guess I would say I can eventually over time converted to a lazy natural. So I kind of just abandoned my channel. But I was like a big fan. I love everything like natural hair. Done a lot of research. Like that is also up my alley. One day
Oh.
we all just gonna mix till there's Tycoon, yeah, you're right. People do believe like a couple decades down the line that especially the black race is gonna be completely wiped out because everybody is breeding with interracial dating is what they're trying to push right now. That's what's in.
Mhm.
So I wouldn't be surprised if, your bloodline later on down the line is like whitewashed or just wiped
Yeah.
out completely.
Even with white people too.
Natural black
So
hair.
someone
Queens.
said, "Where do you go to find Queens?"
Queens, yeah, that's what they say. So I
That's from
know
the
when it comes.
Coming to America.
I know.
Yeah.
But I remember in New York, they always used to talk about the different type of people that's in each borough. And I remember they always said like Bronx, those were like where the dirty bitches was from, which is not true. But Bronx is dirty. I remember they said
Ooh,
like Queens.
I hope Drew's not in the comment section. He lives in the Bronx.
Well, New York in general is just a dirty ass place. But I tell him all the time, I love dirty ass, rotten apple New York City all day, every day. It's just a different vibe there.
Yeah.
But yeah, they always talk about the type of girls that you could find in different boroughs. They always say Queens, those are the girls where you will find like a queen or like a nice girl. If you want like a ghetto girl, you could find her in Brooklyn. If you want what was it? They say like all the dirty people live in the Bronx. Just funny things. I know it was a meme or something that I saw and it was just funny. But yeah.
Y'all messed up. Y'all messed
Am
up.
I a Taurus? No, but I'm a fire sign if you guys want to guess which one. I am not a Taurus.
So we've got a $5 super chat from Mecha Wolf. Hey,
Hey,
DC and Mrs. DC.
Hello.
What's up, Mecha Wolf?
Where's Raph with the New York slander?
Oh,
so what does he say?
He always clowns New York. Every time something bad happens, he said New York rappers are trash. He always says
no,
like
we can't do that over here. No.
Yeah, he
we ain't doing that over here.
He always says New York is overrated. He always says New York people love eating like
Yes, Derek, I'm an Aries.
Yes.
New York is overrated. In some ways it can be. I do think so. I'm not even gonna lie.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean, if I was a person who was doing really, really well, I probably would live in New York. But because I have kids and I like space, I don't think I would ever move back to New York. If I was like a single woman or if I was like dating or something and I was still trying to figure out life, I would love New York for that. But I'm sorry, I have 6 kids. I am not trying to pack all my kids in a car. I remember it was a hassle trying to find parallel parking after 6 p.m. So you gotta walk blocks to go to the corner store, or
Yep.
you gotta catch trains because We will park our cars and we will not leave until Thursday, Friday.
She is terrified of trains. Like when we're in New York and I'm like looking over the trains.
Well, I'm not terrified of trains, but I don't know. I guess I have a stigma to me.
No, I don't have any Timbs. I don't like Timberlands. My wife is a Timbs fan.
I actually own maybe 1 or 2 pair of Timbs now, but or as they say, constructs.
Yeah.
But I don't wear them like that anymore. I mean, I'm not walking around with no Timbs in no 94-degree weather, because I'm not going to be coming out here looking crazy.
So,
I don't like New York. Too many buildings and people. Yeah, you know what?
That's why Corona is kicking ass out there.
It's very closed in, but that is true. See, with New York, of course, as a child, I liked it. That was a place where I grew part of my childhood. But then I spent a long portion of my life in South Florida. So I got used to things being spaced out. I got used to, I guess, modern living. So moving back to New York, it was kind of a transition.
Dino's in the chat.
Dino?
Yo,
hey, Dino.
We're not coming back to Florida, dog.
We'll visit.
You heard how many cases just came out of nowhere?
I just saw WSVN News about Miami-Dade shutting everything down.
Y'all crazy out there. How you reopen the beaches? What's wrong with y'all?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's another thing. People always get on Floridians about being ratchet ass Florida. Lovely T always talk about that all the time.
One of my good friends, he's a guy on he knows a guy on YouTube named it's Alex. And every time there's something crazy shit happens, they refer Alex.
Taco said Corona be on some other BS. Yes, it really does. I was just telling somebody 2020 just need like a reset button, because it just started off crazy and it just keeps on going. It's always something going on, from the riots to the protesting to the killing of George Floyd.
Yep.
Let's not forget about Breonna Taylor.
Today.
It's too much.
Yeah. So I want to turn this around because people
Florida
have always.
The most ratchet people.
Oh yeah, Space Host, 11,000 new cases in Florida. Yep, it's crazy.
Florida government is the worst. Talked all that trash, and look at them. Florida always talk a lot of trash. Florida is just. I always joke around my Floridians, because I was once a Floridian, but I always say y'all mofos are just bred differently.
Yo, when it's like 70 degrees out, when I first moved down there, people were breaking out the Timbs and the bubble jackets, all of that. Crazy. So one of the questions that people have asked me a lot, and now that I got you here, how hard is it being a gamer, someone like me, you that work and stuff, having 6 kids?
Like how is it being a gamer?
Yeah, being a gamer, a tech person with 6 kids.
I think anything in general, like the first thing people always ask me when I tell them, or when they find out I have 6 kids, is, you got 6 kids, or how do you do it? I think just with anything in life, everything is about time management, realistically, At one point I was working and going to school and maintaining a household. There was a small window where I had a little time to be able to do the things that I want to do, but I would say time management can somewhat help with that. And I mean, we're both kind of like homebodies, so we don't really go out that much. And it's gonna be a time where our kids do get a little older and we would have more freedom, per se. That stuff used to bother me when they were a little smaller. Somewhat now we have a little bit more freedom. Like, I even told them right before we started the podcast, I was like, hey guys, mommy and daddy is going to record a video. So, they all got their little tablets. I'm like, just, keep hush hush, don't fight or whatever. Yeah. And they went upstairs. You don't hear no screaming right now. They're cool. They're chilling. They're on their summer break.
That's why we always when people say like, I got 1 kid, I don't know how you guys do it.
Are any of the kids? Yes, I had a set of twins in 2014. Twin girls. Yep.
Don't listen to that.
Got a starting 5 with a 6-man. The decent twist is nothing serious. More like, how was it giving birth to 6 kids? Yeah. Oh yeah. I wouldn't say the birthing part was terrible. I think just carrying. I would say the twin pregnancy was probably the hardest pregnancy for me. But I guess because I'm considered to have multiples or more than one, I think for anybody who has kids, once you have one kid, you're already learning how to deal with kids. Then once you have two or more, you're already learning to deal with
That's good, Hush.
more than one kid. So I wouldn't say like it was hard to learn how to deal with them.
Mm-hmm.
And to be honest, they're all kind of close in age, so they all kind of
got each other's
entertain
backs.
each other
They're
in
their
a way.
best friends. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's a lot of food.
Yeah, we buy a lot of food. Like I literally right before this, we were supposed to start
At 3:30.
almost 43 minutes ago. No, more than that, an hour and 43 minutes ago. But I actually just came back from like doing
What's
some
up,
grocery,
Alex G?
Shopping. Mm-hmm.
Clifton the Color Milkman says, Ella, laughing my ass off is the DC Twister effect of Mrs. Cloud. You don't have to answer that. That is our bedroom talk.
Stay strong and keep that back love. Thank you. Is that
Suave Fair?
Sorry.
Yeah.
DC, do you think if Microsoft plays their cards with Series S and the games, will it be a game changer?
So my wife is very disconnected with what's going on in the
Oh wow, you make me sound so outdated. I wouldn't say I'm that disconnected, but I guess that's not a major topic interest for me. Now, if we're gonna ask questions about the Resident Evil and Final Fantasy franchise, or my thoughts on certain video games, I'm down to answer that.
No, so the question is because Microsoft has had multiple consoles. They've had the Xbox One that came out, the one that we bought, and then the Slim that we skipped, and then the X, and then now they're coming out with another system, and they're also gonna have another system. The biggest problem is that they're putting their games on PC. Like, I could play all their games right here on PC. I don't never need to own an Xbox. And my PC right now is still more powerful than the Xbox. They don't have any games. So people are like, if they come out with games, is it going to change anything? But it's been like, since the launch of the Xbox One, they haven't been doing anything with the studios. So the question is, do we just keep giving them a pass?
What does Miss Sony think of Final Fantasy? Is that the 7 remake?
Oh yeah, so
okay,
she's
so,
a hardcore fan.
Hold on, I can answer that. I can answer that.
Hold on, let me do it. Let me say it. So y'all are not gonna like her response because a lot of y'all are gonna think that she's upset that it's in episodes. But go ahead.
Okay, so I'm not gonna lie, I didn't finish the game yet. Like I said, I like to enjoy my games. And it's funny because right before that game came out, I actually played the demo. But before I started playing the actual game, I was already replaying the original Final Fantasy VII, the blocky one that came out for PlayStation 1. So I haven't really delved. I didn't beat it yet. I like the game. I had a debate with one of my friends because we're hard FF7 fans, and he was basically saying he don't like certain things about the game. I think most people, what they dislike about the game is when you think of Final Fantasy VII, I think they are thinking of like a remaster, but this game was a remake, so it's going. I like how it gives more elaboration on certain things, so you can build a relationship with the characters. As far as the game itself, I like it. Of course, I like the graphics. I like the storyline. I know people was pretty upset when Nanaki or Red 13, how he wasn't a playable character, but who's to say he won't be a playable character later on? So I'm curious. The only thing that I dislike is how long we gotta wait now before they, release the next part. That's the only issue I have a problem with.
I think that might take a while. Me,
My favorite Final Fantasy is Final Fantasy 7. Then I like 8, 10. I like 7 and 12 the most.
You know what? She did not play 9.
Is that the one with Vivi?
Yeah.
I played that one.
You beat it?
Yeah.
I'm gonna need to see some proof.
Did you beat it?
Yes, I did.
Show me the receipts. I need to see receipts because he's always clowning me about not beating games, but I'm like, did you beat this game?
I did
Because
beat
at
it.
least you could say you saw me play this game 3 or 4
Well,
times.
hold up. You see me playing it though.
Yeah, a lot of people do feel like FF7 remake was a ripoff. A lot of people really was not too pleased. But I mean, I like it, but I didn't go in expecting it to be exactly the same. They kept some things alike, but I guess they added more to it. And I think when people played the game, they kind of wanted that nostalgic feeling. But I think this is just a wave with just new video games today. I think most games, especially if it's a remake or something, it will more so be a remaster. So I think if you can eliminate the mindset of it being, I think most people are comparing it to the original Final Fantasy VII, why they have a problem with it. But I mean, I thought it was okay.
So hold on. So are you a fan of Kingdom Hearts?
Yes, I am a fan of Kingdom Hearts. I didn't get to the new one yet. But yes, I do like Kingdom Hearts. That was a really fun game.
Hold on. Pole Kings of what?
Pole Kings of Galvez. I got a question. What is the DC Twister and how is it performed?
We're not answering that.
Dot.
It was performed and figured out when we were having multiple miscarriages.
Miss DC gonna have to show her trophy collection. I don't have a problem with it. I don't have a lot of trophies like y'all, but on the major games that I played, like Resident Evil 5, I remember I had a lot of trophies for that. I'm still gaining trophies as I go along, but it ain't nothing compared to y'all, so y'all don't shame me for that shit, okay?
Yeah. Hold up.
Prepare to be disappointed by Kingdom Hearts 3. Oh no. I hate when they be messing up the storylines of some games. Sometimes I think some games, they don't have to continue it. Just stop, because even with shows, like, I hate when they do that.
So hold on. So you think they should not make any more Gears of War or Halo games?
I think they should stop. You know what?
You heard it here first from a casual.
I have a funny
first.
Gears of War story. So I remember when the game was in its prime. I want to say around between 2006 to 2007-ish. I remember I was still learning how to play the game. I was at a friend's house. They were telling me how to play. And I got so pissed because I was online and the guys were just cussing me out in there. They were like, girl, go bake some sweet potato pie and get the hell up out of here. Because I just kept dying and the game was lagging. So, yeah, I'm not a huge fan of Gears of War. I like the storyline, but most MMOs or most games that you play online, like first-person shooters, I'm not the biggest fan of them. Because you just got too much people that talk shit on there. And yeah, I don't got time for all that.
So someone asks, is this the Logitech Brio? No, I'm using the A7 III camera.
Yeah.
And I have it connected because there was an update that came out and you could use it as a webcam. And I'm using the 24 to 70 Zeiss. Yeah.
We're going to answer that question for you. I'm going to show a picture of it. I don't know if that helps. Hopefully it helps.
Yeah, so we got the camera right there.
Yeah.
Also, what did he say?
Play any sport games? Nah, I think they're boring. I mean, if you're watching games, I would do that. Like when I used to live in Florida or when I visit Florida, my sisters, they love going to like sport bars and watching games. This is when like the heat was on fire. You know, I'll watch a couple games, but playing them, I think is boring.
Okay. All right. Question. Oh no. I think it's Alki. Lutz says, DC, this is a dope video already. You are the first to do this on the Crub side. I just wanted to give you guys something different. Plus,
maybe
you know,
would you guys want to see more videos like this? Like maybe once or twice a week? Cause
yeah,
I'm down.
Mom and Dad Gamer every Monday.
Granny Mom and Gamer.
No, look at you. You're so freaking cute. Stop it.
Marvel or DC? Ooh, we get into this all the time. I'm a Marvel fan.
She's trash.
Marvel fan. Because growing up, I was a huge fan of X-Men, and I was a huge fan of Spider-Man. Like, I actually used to read some of the comics. I used to watch the cartoons on Saturday morning. So I'm not gonna lie and say I'm a hardcore DC fan. I love Marvel, but I like DC too.
I can't believe I'm hearing this. I'm trying to figure out.
Cloud like Zelda.
I
I
don't
like
know if
Zelda.
I can get this ring off. I can't get it off because you disrespect.
I do
DC
like
all the
Zelda.
time.
My favorite Zelda game was A Link to the Past. I think that was the name of it.
So shout out to.
Ooh.
Oh wow.
Oh, thank you, Rick
wow.
LaFleur.
Rick
Y'all
Laf-
stay strong. Black Lives Matter. Yes,
wow,
it
dude.
does.
Thank you so much.
Yes, it does. Definitely,
Yes.
this is cool. The Miss DC are familiar. Wait, Mrs. DC are familiar with the Crumb side.
No, she's not. She's not familiar with the Crumb side. She doesn't really watch a lot of this too often.
Marvel all day. Yes, Demerol. Yes, Dino. Marvel all day.
Nah, man. Marvel
Marvel for sure.
All right, first
Okay,
of all.
hold on. Let me say this.
Wait,
Hold on, let me say this.
Wait.
I have to say that Marvel movies they build up a better momentum,
This
and
mother-
they do. I like DC movies, they are more darker, so I like the darker side. Like, I really loved The Dark Knight, The Batman. Suicide Squad was okay. I like the way they introduce their characters, but if we're gonna be honest here, I think Marvel movies has a bigger crowd, especially kids. And let's be honest, it's the moms and dads that's buying the kids tickets to these movies. So I think that's also why they do a little better.
No.
I think so.
Absolute MMA, you're wrong. Her birthday is in April.
Wait, no, they're saying for you.
Hold on. DC, your birthday is in October. That means hers is late March. No.
Mine is in April. Mine is April 5th, actually, to be exact.
Purple.
DC is much cooler.
Perp
than
mind,
DC.
I hate you, dog.
We gotta do more of these. Ask Mrs. Cloud about
Okay.
question.
So
Okay.
Drew Games asked a question yesterday in the podcast, and he said, "Would you be still? How far would the statute of limitations go in a relationship? Would you date someone that's in the adult business, or that's
Would I ever date somebody in the
or porn or anything like that?
Would
My
I ever
answer
date
was-
anybody in that type
Yeah.
of business?
And the thing is, they
Maybe
bring
not-
home like $40,000 a month.
Nah, I don't know, cause I'm jealous, so I don't know how I would feel about that. Now, if I was dating someone and they revealed to me later on that they used to be a porn star or something, maybe you could try to work through that. But I think if I meet somebody in that industry and that's their line of work, I don't know how I would personally feel about that. They gotta go. They gotta get the boot.
Hold on. So yours, Yinzer says Miss Cloud needs to replace DC on AGS. She's dope. Being a Marvel fan and Spider-Man fan gives her way more clout. I hate y'all. First of
I
all,
love Peter Parker. I mean, all of the Spider-Man. I like
the Justice League kills the entire Avengers easily.
Nah, we ain't gonna do all of that. We always talk. I just like I always just like Marvel. I'm not gonna say I'm a fan. I wouldn't call myself a fanboy because I like DC stuff too. But if I had to choose, I would probably say I like more Marvel movies and cartoons. Like, go on Disney now, I would watch the old X-Men and da-na-na-na-na-na. I used to love that cartoon. And me and my siblings used to always fight about which mutant we was. And I always wanted to be Wolverine because he was the coolest. I was Gambit by default when my older sister wanted to be Wolverine. So just knowing the whole X-Men comic
Never
backstory.
that. The Hulk cannot run through the DC.
He probably could.
Nah.
He probably could. With
See,
that whole
everybody
smash.
knows it. DC is overpowered. You can't beat Superman. The Hulk is not touching him.
I would love to do. I always wanted to do cosplay. I have this girl that I know. She's big into cosplay, and she wanted me to go to like Comic Cons or SuperCon. I always wanted to go to one of those, and I always wanted to cosplay either Black Widow, or I always wanted to cosplay Sheva Alomar, which is the lady from Resident Evil 5. Because she had like different costumes. I thought that would have been cool.
Okay, so they asked us multiple times, and I'm gonna hate y'all because she's gonna be honest. Mrs. Cloud, why is DC always so angry all the time?
Oh, I be calling him Grandpa. He's a cranky motherfucker. I tell him straight, like, you need to calm down because It's really not that serious.
I'm the nicest person in the house. I never have mood swings.
He can't tell him to say that with a straight face. Say it with a straight face. Can you do that?
There are times that I'm upset.
Okay, there's a lot of times where you're upset.
Look, man.
He's cranky. But I do be hearing him go off sometime on a podcast, and I do be getting kind of irritated. So for the people who probably wasn't here earlier, I'll text him sometime, like if he's getting too loud. I would always tell him before, you don't get into no mess. Don't get into no drama, because there was another podcast. I forgot the name of it. What was the name of it again?
It was Weapon Wheel.
Was it that? I don't. Yeah. Okay.
But I don't usually get too mad on Weapon Wheel.
Okay. Yeah. No, it was another podcast before Heartache started his podcast, and I used to watch it sometimes. I'll eavesdrop or I'll snoop from time to time to see like what people are saying, but I don't really like get into it.
She doesn't know about the address stuff. All right.
Unpopular opinion, Jared Leto Joker is the best. He's like a method out gangster and doesn't replay on mental illness card. He reminds me of the 90s Batman cartoon Joker.
He does.
Yes, honestly, I really did like the portrayal that Jared Leto played. How did you like that how did you like the Joker movie?
So shout out to Clifton the Color Milkman. DCB acting like an angry man on Martin.
Yes, he does.
I only speak patois if I'm angry. Like, it'd have to be like a random like anger thing that just comes out of nowhere.
And I don't really speak it like that. It's funny because my dad, I mean, I can understand it more than I speak it. I do know how to speak it, but I can understand it better. But my dad, like, we talk to him. I talk to him every day, and he speaks to me with his Jamaican accent or patois. DC, when did you first get on the internet?
I first started doing YouTube videos. Most of y'all don't know this. You call me the Sony PlayStation guy, but I started out in a group called NW Nation, and Takun Hirotari knows as well. And I was doing video reviews on Nintendo, Switch, the Wii U. There was a time that I was going at Seventh Heaven and BG and attacking them and calling them PlayStation fruitcakes. My whole YouTube career started out with NW Nation, and I used to actually attack what is it, like BG and stuff like that.
It says, DC, when did you first did DC have blue hair when you met him? No, he didn't have blue hair when I met him. Who looks better, Miss Cloud or Miss Heartache? I've never seen Miss Heartache, but I'm sure she's a bad bitch.
Yeah, exactly. Miss Heartache is a bad bitch.
So now we know why if DC gets quiet during a podcast rant, it's because Miss Cloud texted him and shut that shit down. That's right. That's right. I've been on the internet since 2002 when the AOL died. Yes, I remember that.
If that's on the question, dude, I've been on the internet for a while. I used to do like EverQuest Online.
You do look mad in that picture. I'm like, why the hell you not smiling? Why you look like you so mad?
Wait, what picture?
I don't know what if they're talking about the junior high school picture.
That's
the one.
They're talking about the baby picture of my Jamaican passport.
Oh yeah. Would you teach your kids? Super Savage Spirit asks, will you teach your kids to skate?
My daughter wants to learn how to skate more than my boys.
It depends which kid, because they all got different personalities. Like the oldest one, he's very precautious. It was funny because for 4th of July, one of the neighbors across the street gave each of my kids one of the little like a box of sparklers, and he was very hesitant to touch it. He's very paranoid. I would say maybe there's 2 or 3 of my kids that probably would be down to skate, because some of them are scary as hell.
My oldest is very scary.
Who wins the most arguments? Answer that. Who do you think?
I tend to walk away.
I would say this. I wouldn't say we have our disagreements and stuff, but we do have a lot of debates. I like when we have our debates, but arguing, well, I wouldn't say arguing. I'll more so call them disagreements. The baby mugshot. What languages y'all speak? I don't speak any languages. I do understand the Patois dialect, which is just broken English from Jamaica. Did you make cameos, DC Pro Skater videos? He's smart, no. Mrs. Cloud, obviously.
She didn't like see
DC
me.
working for Sony. We know he be balling. Chad Warden voice.
Yo, so Hard 8 started this joke that I work at Sony as a janitor. Can you please confirm that that's not the case?
He definitely does not work as a janitor. He's definitely hands-on with a lot of Sony merchandise and stuff. I could say that. In fact, there's actually a OLED TV right here. Did you already put that video out yet?
No, Sony hasn't put that out yet. That's gonna go.
So he actually just recorded a video for Sony, giving a review on one of the OLED TVs.
Yeah. Hold on.
Scott in arguments by texting DC, telling him to calm down. I thought you sold staplers.
That's Hard 8 right there. A Hard 8 starting crap.
Hi, Heartache. I always hear you talking your
Heartache's
shit.
not in the chat.
Oh, he's not? I thought you said that's Heartache.
No,
I was going to say hi.
Yeah.
I tried to skate once and almost broke my neck. Yeah, that'll probably be me too, so.
Yeah.
I like riding bikes though. DC not a janitor. He replaces the staples with office supplies.
So, question. How is it with money in the house with me when it comes to tech?
He's annoying with it. He's very annoying because he always wants some new shit. And I'm the kind of person, out of both of us, I am the one that would more so like to save and budget. Even
I like
now,
to save too.
But I mean, out of both of us, I would say when it comes like this tech stuff ain't cheap. The drone that he recently wanted, that wasn't cheap.
They don't know I got a drone.
Okay, well, he asked me to buy him a drone, and how much was that drone again?
$1,500.
Oh, right. Okay, so those things are definitely, I tell him to just be mindful of the things that you buy, especially because, like, the drone, we actually not argued, but I asked him, I'm like, are you really going to use this? Because the last drone you had was literally dust on it.
That's
he was like,
yeah,
he was going to use it. It don't matter.
It doesn't have the type of flight schematics and all that. It doesn't have the GPS in it, none of that.
He's like a little kid. He like all these electronics and stuff. And I'm like, well, I want to see it be put to good use because,
Well, there's a new graphics card coming out and I'm getting it.
Okay.
What you mean?
OLED. I'm reading the chat.
There's a new graphics card coming out and I'm getting it.
Okay.
All right. We're going to see about that. And I want 2 PlayStations.
I did a trick flip and almost became sterile from fucking it up. Oh, no. Yeah, as a kid,
yeah,
I used to see people go on skateboards and like hang on to somebody on the bike with like a rope. And I tried that one time and it didn't turn out too well.
I got the DJI Mavic Air 2 combo kit with some other stuff. So, yeah.
It just sounds ridiculous. Like, why they couldn't have a cute name for it?
That's because the cute name ones don't do what I wanted to do.
Yes, a penny saved is a penny earned. That is my motto. Just over the years, I've learned how to budget myself really well.
Oh my God.
So
Insane,
I'm all about budgeting.
Insane XL, there was a thing, they were saying that if there was something that I wanted to change in my body as a human, I said I wanted a tail. And
Hold on.
they said I'm crazy for that.
Bigger tech edition, you or Mr. Times? I guess that's
Hard 8? No, I have a bigger tech edition than Hard 8. Hard 8's in the OLEDs.
You get a DJI?
Yeah, I got a DJI. That's the one we just talked about.
Well, do you want a tail like DC2? Sony ain't gonna give you a PS5, bro. Just save the money.
I probably will get a discount. So if I'm not gonna give my title away, so
do your kids play any sports? No, not at the moment, but my older son, he will be going to middle school this year. He did try out for football and basketball, and he said I think he likes basketball a little more from what I see. My daughter, she tried volleyball for the first time. She liked it. She wanted to try basketball, but we moved, so I don't know. Hopefully when everything gets back to normal, I could try to get her into some extracurricular activities.
DC
or discrimination in the Sony. Okay, so
no,
someone
no, I have never in the Sony corporate, and I'm not just saying that because I work there. Just no, never.
I hate spending money on my hobby when my daughter mother was with me. Yeah, I'm just like, okay, even recently, Bath and Body Works, they have a semi-annual sale right now, and I had so much stuff in the cart, and I still didn't buy it yet. I'm like, damn, like, do I really need this right now? And over time, something that became my niche, I became really good at
This is gonna
downsizing
start an argument.
and decluttering. So I try to ask myself if whatever I'm buying has a home. If it doesn't have a home or I don't have somewhere to put it, I don't need it.
Yeah, you want to know how bad that is? When we bought this house and we moved in, she wanted all the old furniture gone.
We donated everything.
Everything you see in this house
We
came
started over.
We moved in.
Yeah, we started over, but I wouldn't say that was the reason why. Just because
Don't
we
lie.
had a new house, we wanted to just start fresh.
Don't lie.
Okay, we really want to be honest. That leather couch that we had, it was getting fucked up because the kids was jumping on it and stuff. So I said it's better if we get a fabric couch. And you had, and I know you agree with me.
So hold on, this is gonna start a problem. Do you want your kids to be in the military? And you know how my stance is.
We both have different stances on that.
Yeah.
I know he probably would want that, but me personally, I would never force something on my kids. I want them to be great at something, and I would like them to channel into whatever their inner greatness is. Tap into whatever it is they're good at and stick with it. So I would never force that on my kids. And I want to say we got into an argument one day, but he did say he was talking to somebody and telling them, no, my kids have to do at least 4 years minimum in the military. I'm like, no, the fuck they don't.
Yes, they
no,
do.
they don't. Because
Yes,
I said
do.
if that's not something they want to do,
no,
I
but if they
force
don't,
that
if
on
they
them.
don't, if they don't have something in planned, if they're going to school and they're not doing well in school, they don't have something planned. They need to at least have that in their background, because at least with that in their background, they can at least move on to something else.
I guess we got some time to think about that. You know, because even now, like, I mean, us growing up, most people would tell us, you know, they would tell you how important a college education is, but nobody would tell you how easy it is that you get into debt going to a university, even community college, a trade school. Most people don't have money right away. You got to take out loans, you know, so
no, we're not.
I would always have to say that college isn't for everybody either, you know. And as we see today in this day and age, because technology and social media is so advanced, look how much people is making a living.
Oh, there goes
off
Heartache.
Of social
Heartache
media.
is there.
Oh, Heartache. Hi, what's up, Heartache? I want to go on. Is it called AGS?
Yes.
You got to make me a guest one day. I would love to be on there when we're talking about some juicy celebrity gossip.
Yeah.
Stuff.
Hey, you missed it, Doug. We were talking about the event with the girls is love over money, and my wife literally kind of shot those two down, bro. Yeah. So how did we meet?
DC, do you like cars?
The only type of car I like is a Jeep. I have a Jeep right now, but I want to upgrade and get a Jeep Wrangler.
We have a Patriot, but he
Yeah.
wants a regular. How did you meet? So we met back in Florida, actually, and this is funny.
Hold on, let me tell.
All right, he'll tell his side. I'll tell my side.
So when we met, it was dumb long ago. We went to the same school. We didn't know each other, right? So I'll tell you the story. It kind of goes further back. So when I lived in New York, in Queens,
I think you should tell that after.
Okay, all right.
I think just tell them how.
All
Okay,
right.
I will tell my side.
Let me tell.
I'll tell my side.
Let me go.
Okay, go ahead.
All right, so how we met is I just got out of a really, really, really bad breakup, and I was like tearing up, young, skateboarding, crying my eyes out. My homeboy took me to the gas station. We went out skating. We filmed some videos. And she was there.
All right, so pause. Now I'm gonna tell my part.
Wait.
I was working at a restaurant. I was a hostess. I want to say I was probably like just got out of high school, like 1 or 2 years out of high school, and we used to have to wear like a tie. All right, I'm gonna just put it out there. I used to work at an Olive Garden as a hostess, and I remember my dad picked me up one day, and it was late night. I worked really late. It was at a gas station. And I had to pay for the gas while he pumped. So I remember when I went in, first of all, I was looking real jacked up. This is when I
Her hair was all effed
My
up.
hair was so
She was
effed
wearing
up.
a white shirt and it had like a blue stain. Like she had
It had like food stains on it.
And I think a blue pen like bust on it, and she had like blue ink all over her shirt.
And then his
But hold on,
friend.
let me finish.
Okay, go ahead.
So I was all teared up. I went in to go get an energy drink, and when I got the energy drink, I was like super like I wasn't paying attention. No, I saw her like. You see somebody,
we actually didn't speak that day. That was the
when
first
you
time
see somebody
we saw
cute,
each other.
you know, you lock eyes, you know.
But I was looking real dusty that day. I was
So I go outside, I get in the car, and then my boy goes up to her and he asks for her number to talk to me.
But he didn't come off to me. I'm like really friendly. He didn't come off to me in that way. He was just saying, we just had small talk. I think we actually were talking about video games or something. I didn't know he got my number for him because his friend approached me. He was like, hey, I don't remember exactly what he said. So I was like, okay, I'll just give him my number. I didn't think he was going to call or anything anyway. And then we actually hung out. It turned out that his complex was like right across from my complex, like walking distance somewhat. So this is around the time when he used to play Final Fantasy 11. And I guess at the time I was playing Final Fantasy 12. So sometimes we'll go over there. I'll watch him play video games, or I would use his little Game Boy and play games on that. So that's how we met.
Yeah. So it gets deeper. So when I lived in Queens, New York, she also lived in Queens, New York.
Basically, we lived in the same vicinity throughout our life, but we didn't really know each other.
It gets better. When I first moved to Florida, we lived in this complex, this home area, and she lived in the same home area. We just
lived in a different development.
Yeah. And my brother was good friends with her brother.
Yeah, they used to actually like ride bikes and stuff back then.
And we still didn't know each other at all.
So we always joke around. I'm like, "Were you stalking me?" He's like, "No, you were stalking me."
But it gets even better. So her dad, he was born and raised in Jamaica. So when his mom passed, my grandmother or my family in Jamaica paid for his family's funeral.
Yeah,
and
they used to
we
know
didn't even
each
know each other.
Yeah.
And still we didn't know each other.
Yeah.
So it's crazy like how all of this interaction happened. We never knew each other until then. Yeah, so we've been together ever since then. We had some hard times. We've been through a lot, you know. Small world, right? Yeah. Hold on.
Wranglers. I think you gotta go up a little bit. We're not the same age. I just turned 32.
And I'm 36.
Don't go the military route, especially not. Yeah, what happened in Fort Wood? That kind of I'm like very disgusted with that, you know. But a lot of military bases got a lot of shady shit going on. Y'all just do your research on that. Wranglers. Yeah, I like Jeep Wranglers. Actually, we rented a Jeep Wrangler. We had to have one for a couple weeks, and they were cool. I mean, all my kids can't fit in it, but it's a nice car.
They can walk.
Did DC see any UFO in Area 51? While
I did not go to your Area 51.
AGS couples Monopoly night. Oh, okay.
We should do something like that, eh?
If AGS do that, who Rav is getting? LOL.
Oh,
Luca,
that's funny.
Melon and Rav are gonna partner up. No kidding. Rav is a player. DC had Liar on by profile on 24/7 after the breakup. After watching the stream, now we all know why DC brags about his wife. She's the type of wife we should all strive for. Personality and energy, great. Certified queen. Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Cloud got some damn good friends. FF11 is the greatness. You know, I actually never played Final Fantasy 11 like that. But let me tell you what happened. When I met him, so there was something where it was like a Chocobo Ranch or something.
Oh my God.
And I remember one day it kept saying like he didn't want to go inside the Chocobo. What was it, a Chocobo Ranch?
The Chocobo Ranch.
He didn't want to go in it. So I used to ask him, why are you abandoning your Chocobo? He didn't want to speak to the person because it said it's been X amount. It was like 100 and something days that he just neglected his Chocobo, and he didn't want. I don't know what happens if you abandon it and you have to go back. But I was really mad at him about that.
So shout out to Urban Combat. He said DC was good, fam. Yeah, we good Urban Combat. Thanks for coming through, man. what was I gonna say?
Small world, that's nuts. Yeah, it is a small world.
Very small world.
They say a black man doesn't belong in a white man's army. You know, my thoughts changed like throughout the years. I probably wouldn't want to go into the army. I wouldn't want him to go into the army either. I had a Rubicon back in the day. Yeah, that's the one that I want. What's good, my G?
Oh yeah, so I was saying, so when she met me, I played Final Fantasy 11 like nobody's business.
Yep.
Yo, when she even till this day, she'll I'll be in here or I'll be upstairs and she'll go on YouTube and play like the intro song to character creation of Final Fantasy 11.
Okay, yeah. So
and then I'll walk downstairs with a smile.
The name of the song is called Vanadil March. They had like different ones. I think I like Vanadil March number 4. I'm a big soundtrack person. I love some of the soundtracks for the Final Fantasies and stuff.
You played the piccolo or the flute?
I used to play the flute and I used to play the oboe.
Okay, yeah. So she's a music head. She should have played the piano with them fingers, though.
Yeah, people make fun of my fingers. When I was growing up, they used to call me E.T. I think it's funny now. Yeah, I think that Chocobo probably did die. That was so mean.
I ended up checking on that Chocobo later on, and it's fine. Mm-hmm. They asked, are we voting for Kanye West? I personally feel that Kanye West is
I ain't voting for him.
He's a what's the word I'm looking for? He's someone that to devote your attention. So the other person that I don't do politics like that, but the other person that they're voting for against Trump, with this guy in the way.
Who, Joe Biden?
Joe Biden. With Joe Biden in the way, and Kanye West now basically in there, you're gonna have the fans voting for him.
This is how I feel. I think honestly, unless you're a person that wants to. And I don't like to touch too much on politics, but I would give my, I guess, thoughts on that. So I think with Kanye West, you got to remember he was supportive of the MAGA hats. You got to remember at one point he said people who did slavery was a choice. He backs a lot of things that Trump say. So I say, and realistically, I don't think Kanye West can run into the election. There's like a process for you to do that. So I think he's just talking shit. I don't think Kanye West talk a lot of shit. So I don't think that can happen. And for Joe Biden isn't innocent either. Whoever anyone decides to vote on, just do your research. Biden has said some problematic things in the past that he's never apologized for. And especially in the black community, I would say that most people are Democrats by choice. What I do recommend people to do is, if you guys like to watch interviews, go on a Breakfast Club, watch this interview with the Angela Stanton. She is a conservative, and I'm not saying that I'm a Trump supporter or I agree with everything she was saying, but it just opened up my eyes in a way where most people are just cheap. They blindly follow what people that they know do. So all I'm saying is, whether you want to be a conservative, whatever you want to be, just do your research on it, because most people I know who are Democrats, Republicans, whatever, they don't know much about politics. They're just doing it because their parents or people around them is voting for a certain party. So I just think, most importantly, separate the person and look at their political policies and go with that.
I wish I could have y'all over for a patio podcast. Man, this would be good.
Cool. Yeah, I like podcasts.
Oh, that's Silver. What's up, Silver Sky? Yeah.
Let's see. What?
You know the white guy I always show that's always picking on his daughters. That's Silver Sky.
Oh, okay. Hello.
He's the guy with the
beard.
Yeah. Well, he's got a sissy beard now. He cut it.
Stop.
It's sissy now. You can't say you crush skulls with that type of beard.
What sport teams do you root for? So what teams do you like? What basketball teams and what football teams do you like?
Well, I just started like really, really paying attention to Inch.
I used to be a huge Patriots fan.
Yeah, so
don't kill me.
So
I used to like the Heat.
So I'm a Warriors fan. I like the Warriors, not because they win. I'm still even a fan as they're losing. And I've started watching more of the
DC didn't
49ers.
Want to pay child support to the Chocobo.
Shout out to Kid Smooth, Angela, Embarrassed, the Breakfast Club. Yeah, dude.
Yes,
I'm not,
Kid
I know.
Smooth,
I know.
she did.
I know. Kid Smooth is a Trump supporter, but I will say this, bro. Like after watching that, it's opened up my eyes a lot to what's going on. So I'm gonna have to do my own, because I'm never the type of person to just blindly just follow something.
Yes,
So,
Kid Smooth. I think she bodied that interview. Even if you're not a Trump supporter or you're not a conservative, she came to the interview. You got to remember, this is politics we're talking about. We got to leave our emotions out of this, and we got to look at the facts, the statistics, and the political views. Mm-hmm. So she came to that interview well prepared, and because DJ Envy and Angela Yee is very unprofessional and very biased, Charlamagne too, I would say he at least listened to. I would say they did a terrible job conducting that interview. It was very unprofessional. They didn't let her talk. They overtalked her. They tried to throw words in her mouth. The whole comment section of that interview was in shambles that day.
Shout out to Urban Combat. Biden
voted for us, or was into black skin and longer terms in prison. Yes, and even that, a lot of people don't know that it was the Clintons that implemented that law into place with the three-strike rule. Yeah. So a lot of people don't know certain things, I would say, yeah, that's all I'm going to say about that. What happened with Angela Yee? During that interview with the Angela Stanton interview, so she is a conservative, and she's running for... I forgot what she's running for in Georgia, but basically she came to the Breakfast Club to do an interview. Really, she came there for herself. But they try to make it about Trump. They try to talk about all these policies and why they think he's a racist and this and that. And she gave factual, her input on things. She gave, whatever. But Angela Yee and DJ Envy in the interview, they were just diverting the energy of the conversation. Yep. They were just they just did a whole bunch of deflecting, attacking, throwing words in her mouth. I definitely think you guys should check out that interview.
Yeah, so this guy says she's beautiful inside and out. Take care of her. I'm trying.
Oh, thank you.
I'm not innocent.
Rockets and Ravens. Yeah, he ain't. I don't like Biden, but I think Trump in office, and some people be calling Trump a Cheeto. I missed it. What did she do? She just had poor interviewing, conducting skills. I don't think she did a good job. Now, if you guys did watch the August Alsina interview, I think she conducted herself very well in that interview. But with that, Angela Yee.
Oh, well, now that we're on that,
I'm thinking about getting MHW on PC.
Oh, that's top one. Yeah, I'm definitely thinking about getting that.
Generations is $1 on Steam now. Okay. Joe Biden has done a lot to screw over minorities in the 40 years of his office. Yes, he did, but a lot of people ain't ready for that topic.
No, I don't trust my kids with an OLED.
Oh, hell no. We have an OLED TV upstairs now, and I don't want the TV to get burned in because, like, certain things, like when you watch YouTube or something, like how you have logos and stuff. My kids like to watch, the younger ones love watching these YouTube kid videos where kids are playing with their toys and they always have their logo. And I'm like, because, again, I'm not big into electronics like him, but from things that I've heard him talk about, I'm like, yeah, I don't think I'd get an OLED for them.
All right, so
Trump looks like a fat guy's armpit. DC, did you see the GameSpot review of that SpongeBob game?
No, I did not. What are, because I know some are going to ask, what are your top 5 old school cartoons?
Oh, that's hard. Okay, top 5 old cartoons. I was a big fan of like the Looney Tunes, Merry Melody cartoons, so I would just cluster that into one. I really did like the X-Men cartoon. I loved Speed Racer.
I still don't understand. I don't even
one of
understand.
My favorites.
Every time Speed Racer came on, I just switched the channel.
Speed Racer. Let me see another one. I think it was, what was the name of that Disney cartoon again? The one that you said you like. Was it? No. I used to like Chip and Dale. I used to like some Disney cartoons and stuff, but I liked a lot of the Looney Tunes, Merry Melodies type things. $10. No Trump fan, however.
Hold on, you always got to say, shout out to Kid Smooth.
Okay, shout out to Kid Smooth. Sorry, I'm still new to this. No Trump fan, however, people need to understand that liberals need blacks to be oppressed to keep them selling them hope. If Democrats really cared about black democratic cities, we would be full of poverty. I agree with you 110%, and I do agree with what Angela Stanton said when it comes to Planned Parenthood. Margaret Sanger,
yeah.
I forgot the exact quote that she said, but they were strategically placed in minority neighborhoods because they wanted to I think the name look up population control and then look up Planned Parenthood. But yes, I definitely do agree with that.
Yeah.
Yes, I loved Tom and Jerry too. That was another good one.
Shout out to Blaze 4K. He also has he also got mad kids on the PlayStation, dude. Wish y'all the best. Be easy.
Thank you. You too.
For me, my top 5 cartoons was Darkwing Duck, DuckTales, Tailspin. Are we talking like super old or like even recent?
Okay. Well, we can't forget about Johnny Quest.
No, Johnny Quest is trash.
What? Okay. I think let's do it over. So old school cartoons.
Go.
Old school cartoons. We're gonna bring it back. X-Men, Speed Racer, Johnny Quest, Scooby-Doo, and maybe like the Snorks and Smurfs. Some Hanna-Barbera cartoons, like a lot of the Popeye. Yes, I was a big fan of Popeye. I like Popeye. And then if we're just going to talk cartoons in general, I liked Hey Arnold. I liked Doug. I liked Looney Tunes.
I said top 5, girl.
I liked a lot of cartoons, okay?
Yeah.
Johnny Quest, I liked
Darkwing Duck,
cool.
DuckTales, Tailspin, what was the one?
Optimus Prime died in the 80s cartoon movie, my eyes was sweating.
I love G.I. Joe. What else is there?
The super chat.
Thundercats.
Urban Combat, thank you. He said, yo, when Optimus Prime died in the 80s cartoon movie, my eyes was sweating for real. Right? Like, who was cutting onions? Boomerang, yes, I like Boomerang. I like Johnny Bravo too. See, like during the Johnny Bravo era, I wouldn't say the art style was the best, but those cartoons was really fun to watch. Like Ed, and Eddie, my brother used to love that cartoon.
Yeah,
I liked Ed, and Eddie. That was a fun one.
If we're getting to the Ed, and Eddie era, All Real Monsters, Kablam. Hold up, Kablam.
Kablam was cool.
All Real Monsters. And everyone keeps forgetting about the best cartoon in the entire world, Rocket Power.
Oh, hell no. I don't care about no damn Rocket Power.
Yo, you're crazy.
I want to say it's the best. Yes, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I used to like that cartoon. The actual cartoon. And if you ever seen the remake, they did so many remakes, but the one they did maybe a few years ago on Nickelodeon, like the 3D kind, that one was pretty good to watch too.
Yeah.
Jabba Jaw. I didn't watch that one too much. Yeah, Ninja Turtles definitely got to be up there.
You know which one? Oh, Johnny Bravo.
Yeah.
Wait,
Johnny
what's the name of that
Bravo.
guy that we watch?
I forgot his name, but he does like a lot of funny.
I love Dexter's Laboratory.
Yeah, I like Dexter too. Anyone who watched Rocket Power is a stoner. Yep, they probably are.
I don't smoke. I don't smoke weed, so
but no,
wrong.
a lot of stoners did like that cartoon.
So
Powerpuff Girls. Yes, how could I forget that?
The girls
was
are out there watching it now.
I love. Yeah, I always try to put my kids. I have the Disney Plus app, and I was trying to get my kids in some of the Disney classic cartoons. And I'm sorry, but the cartoons today don't compare. The only cartoon I could say I like in this day and age is Regular Show. I liked Adventure Time a little bit, but
yeah,
I try to get my
Adventure
kids
Time.
to watch what was
what's the Regular Show is a good one.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah, new cartoons are trash.
And
Samurai Jack and Boondocks. I really love Boondocks. That was a good one.
You know, I love Voltron, but it wasn't something I watched consecutively. Not all the time.
Wacky Racers. Did you ever watch that?
Yes, I
Billy
did.
and Mandy. Me and my brother used to always laugh about that because Mandy, she looks like a boy, so I always used to mess with him and be like,
no, I don't like DBZ. Last Airbender.
You didn't like Dragon Ball Z?
No, it was too much.
I liked Dragon Ball Z.
I would rather watch Yu Yu Hakusho or
and I loved Powerpuff Girls. I got picked on. No, I think every dude back then liked Powerpuff Girls. It was a really good cartoon. So Tehran Aries, Sub DC, Cartoon Network in the early to mid 2000s was straight heat, just pure golden. Yeah, it was, man. Yeah. It really was.
So
Samurai Champloo.
Oh, Captain Planet, dude.
Oh, yeah, I
man.
like Captain Planet too.
Dude, yeah, yo.
Have you seen the new Blue's Clues? No,
No,
I haven't.
it's
But I like
trash
the
now.
old school Steve,
Yeah,
the one who
the drug addict one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I prefer
Yep,
the
Ed,
drug
Ed
addict.
and Eddie, Yu Yu Hakusho is
Yu
the
Yu
goat.
Hakusho. Yep.
Okay, I didn't watch that one. Courage. Yes, Courage the Cowardly Dog. Do you guys
Zoids.
remember? Okay, for the old school Cartoon Networkers, did you guys remember when Courage the Cowardly Dog was originally the water cartoon? It was just one episode and then they just made their own spin-off.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Now, dudes like Powerpuff too.
Hell
All
yeah,
right,
Powerpuff Girls
so
was
we're going to
fire.
go into one of the main topics.
Okay.
Jada Pinkett Smith and August Alsina. Oh wait, before I do that, because I know Taku's
Sailor
in
Moon.
here.
I liked Sailor Moon too. You know, I can honestly say I got more into animes now. But I like a lot of the shoujo.
Cow and Chicken. We watched
I
that.
like Cow
Yeah,
and Chicken too.
Oh, Rocco's Modern Life.
Eh,
They did. They
That one's
they
okay.
tried to make a comeback with it, and it did not do well.
yeah. I wasn't a huge fan of Rocco's Modern Life, but I did like Cow and Chicken. I lost my train of thought.
All right, so August Alsina and Jada Pinkett
I
Smith.
like Scooby Doo.
So
Okay.
I think he's a square.
No, I don't
I
think so.
think that he knew what he was getting into.
Okay, well, before you get into that, for people who don't know, let's give a little backstory. So, August Alsina, however you guys pronounce his name.
Hold up. Shout out to Urban Combat,
G-Force,
G-Force.
Cowboy
Cowboy
Bebop,
Bebop, Herculoids.
He-Man, Thundercats.
Oh,
My older brother liked.
I have the power.
My older brother liked Thundercats, but I wasn't a huge fan.
Oh.
School Bus. Yeah, Magic School Bus. I used to like that too. Arthur.
No one
Arthur
said.
was a
No
good
one
one.
said Scooby Doo. Y'all tripping.
Okay, well, they had a lot of versions of Scooby Doo. Did you guys like Scrappy? Did you guys like little?
I love Scrappy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, Scooby Doo is okay.
All right. So.
Mhm.
So the story, obviously, if you guys aren't following, August
Yeah,
Alsina
just a little backstory.
and
You guys want a quick breakdown? I can do a quick breakdown. So,
2 minutes.
as we know, okay, yeah, 2 minutes. It's 5:33. Okay, so Jada Pinkett, we all know who Jada Pinkett is. She is married to Will Smith. August Alsina, he is a R&B singer.
Mhm.
Basically, a couple years ago, he came out with a remix to a Kehlani song, and he had a video where basically somebody named Corinne was DMing him. So everyone speculated automatically that it was Jada Pinkett because that's her middle name, and everyone's seen how close they were. Like their body language, you can tell, or people feel that they had something going on. So now he recently did an interview. Angela Yee interviewed him, and he gave small talk, basically just saying how he have no hate for that family. He loves them. He said he couldn't love anybody as much as he did her. So yeah, that's just the main synopsis.
Yeah.
So now we're gonna get into it.
Shout out to Space Host. Support fam, Black Love.
Thank you.
Aw.
Yeah. So okay. So yeah, let's talk about it. What is everybody's thoughts on? Who knows about that story? What is everybody's thoughts on the Jada Pinkett August Alsina thing?
See, he's
Alsina's
either a
either
sucker or trying to
get-
boost sales.
Okay, so let me tell you my thoughts on that. I wouldn't necessarily say he's trying to boost sales. The only reason why I say that is because I've been following him for a while. He never struck me as that type of celebrity. And this is not necessarily something good that you would want attached to you. I just don't see why he would lie about something like that. Because for a long time, people has been saying that Jada Pinkett and Will Smith were a swingers couple. So that's one reason why I don't think it's far-fetched. At one point, they were saying that Will Smith supposedly had a fling with what was his name? Dwayne Martin. As I was a kid, I used to hear these things.
You know what though? I'm gonna say this like I said
August
it
got
earlier.
in his feelings. August caught feelings. This is my
Light skin
overall
problems.
opinion. I definitely think it's obvious that August definitely caught feelings. I think, but why I think it's effed up what Jada did is because originally when he got introduced to her, she formally introduced him or their relationship as her basically mentoring him, with him going through his mental health issues. In case you guys don't know, August had a lot of things going on. He had a lot of deaths to people who was really close to him. He was just at a tough point in his life, and I guess he wanted Jada Pinkett to mentor him. So all I'm saying is, this woman is old enough to be his mom, but he's an adult. We're not gonna play that role, you know. All I'm saying is, I just don't think, I can't put the blame on him. Automatically, if we're gonna call right and wrong, she is the one that's married and committed to Will. So I feel like people should be pointing fingers at her. But I don't like how the guys are calling August a simp, because the guy is being honest. At the end of the day, he's admitting that he was a simp. He admitted that he really, really cared for this woman. He was heartbroken. We don't know what she was telling him when they were pillow talking, but he obviously got the impression that she really liked him. Maybe he thought they were gonna leave their marriage. Who knows?
Yes, Ric Flair.
Who knows what was talked about behind the scenes? Why he got in his feelings? Yeah. So until she come out, I can't 100% get mad at him.
Yeah. I'm gonna say my piece. I think that he, you know, once you hear the rumors of them being swingers, you hear over the years that they've been on this thing. You know, you hear these rumors about Will Smith, but you see nothing. He's not out with no one. He's not in the media with people, right? Even if they're separated they're separated in the house to do these type of things. But with Jada, this dude was 21 when she picked him up.
I agree, Akil. I do believe she took advantage of his mental state. And I'll elaborate on that when he's done.
I will kiss the shit out of you. Can you let me go?
Go ahead.
So, and my thing is, he knew what this was. For him to catch feelings and fall in love and want to come out and say all these things, like, I feel like you knew what this was. You knew what this was about. Like, and then people that cheat, people that like go out and like they lie. They're liars. You know, they're gonna tell whatever it is to get that party to fall for you and like you.
All right,
You're not gonna
I'm gonna interject. Hold on 1 second. Before you even talk about that, you gotta remember, in the interview, this is why my perspective changes. He said that Will Smith gave him his blessing. So if Will Smith gave him his blessing, that would have to mean that either they do have some type of open marriage or relationship. Maybe they have certain ramifications or rules. We don't know what boundaries they have set in place with their relationship. But if Will Smith gave, first of all, just look online at pictures of how August and Jada look. You can definitely see this don't seem like a mentor-mentee type of thing. You can look at their body language. Pictures are very telling. You know the saying, pictures are worth 1,000 words. You can see that there was something there with them. But I believe the reason why Will Smith and Jada is going to deny it is because you got to remember, they are an A-list celebrity.
Hold
They are
up.
heavily media trained.
She is not A-list. She is.
Okay, he keeps saying that. This is why me and him keep getting into our debate.
No, she's a casualty to war. Because they're married.
She may not be considered an A-list celebrity, but she's attached to someone who's an A-list celebrity. Jada may not have done as much roles and have as much recognition as Will, but people know her as Mrs. Smith or Will Smith's wife. So that's the reason why. And they are an A-list couple. Let's just say that. Everyone knows who they are. They are a wholesome family. In Hollywood, they are considered that couple.
My God. Why they gotta
They're
be
the
all
perfect couple. No, because that's how people perceive them. You don't really hear them in no mess. So I think Will Smith is very conscious about his image. They're very, very I don't know the word right now, but they're the type of couple who cares about their reputation. So that's the reason why they're gonna deny it. And even though she said she's gonna come out and speak,
if the rumors are true that Will's been literally trying to get a divorce, I feel like that's not fair for him to be going through this, because obviously if he's trying to get a divorce, he probably wasn't in love anymore. He wanted to get out.
Yes,
but
Jada,
she wanted to
A-list.
keep. She wanted to keep the marriage, to keep the celebrity status and all that. So they started doing this outside thing.
Yeah,
this
that's true, Max B. Honestly, I wouldn't say she's an A-list, but most people, if you ask them, hey, do you know who, like, she's a well-known celebrity, but I would say she got more of her recognition probably from being attached to Will. So I think the brand that they built for each other, that's really what they're trying to protect. And the reason why I don't think she came out yet is, again, compared to August, Jada and Will, when it comes to Hollywood or the industry, they are well known. Supposedly, they have the power to blackball people. Maybe not her, but Will Smith. Just look at Jordan Woods. When Jordan Woods got into it with the Kardashians and they did the Red Table Talk, that just goes to show you they gave her a platform. We don't know what happened behind the scenes, but Will and Jada definitely got a little star power. They know people behind the scenes. So I believe if the situation is true, they definitely are well media trained. They're probably going to speak to their publicists so they can know how to properly do damage control to the situation. I don't think this dude, sucker or not, I don't think somebody is going to just constantly keep this story up.
That's the other thing too. Jada was in the Matrix and easily forgotten.
Yeah. It's real easy to forget her because, just like Max B said, most of her known movies was Menace to Society. I think Set It Off. She was in a lot of the 90s movies, and there was a lot of guys who was swooning over Jada Pinkett.
That's why I think this kid, I don't know, I can't say it's real love. Because when you're young and you see a celebrity that you've been gawking at from old movies and you get into a relationship with them, you're like the most excited, happiest person ever. It's like a dude finally getting into a relationship with like let's see,
like a celebrity crush or something. And I get that, but my point is, if they got into any relationship to begin with, remember his story is he got the okay from Will.
We don't know if that's true.
We don't know that, but that's his side. That's what I'm saying. We gotta wait until
Did he
they
also
come
talk
out.
about why Will beat the shit out of him?
No, he didn't talk about that. But there was an image he put out a while ago, where he had like a swollen face, and he said Will Smith like beat the shit out of him. So who knows? There has to be something going on that we don't know about. Again, Will Smith is all about his image, so I don't think he's going to.
Also hear that my cousin's into like music. He knows like a lot of people in the industry, and he was saying that August is the type of person that he's never been good in the public for keeping secrets and not speaking out. So that when people say don't kiss and tell, he seems like that person that always talks.
I don't think so. I don't think he's the type of person that would kiss and tell. And I was there when your cousin had that conversation. He didn't say that he's that type of person that would more so kiss and tell. He said he's that type of celebrity where, you know, like how you have some celebrities where they're just media trained. He's that type of celebrity where he's gonna speak his mind. He'll go against the grain. He would say things that most people are going to walk on eggshells saying. If it's something that he dislike about the music industry or whatever that most people won't talk about, he might be that type of celebrity. And that's basically what he was saying. Urban Combat said, Monica, I'll cross the ocean for her. You hear me? Are we talking about the singer Monica? Will Smith used those Ali moves, and that's actually what he said. He did say, I guess his Ali fighting, what I don't remember what he said word for word, but he did use that. I think Will needs to speak his piece. That's what I said. I said there's three sides to every story. It's person A, person B, and then the truth. There's three people involved in this situation. I think she should bring Will to the table talk too. You know.
Also, so yeah, we spoke about that. So there's been times that it's been asked, but how
he needs a PR team. Yeah, he do.
He does. He needs a PR team.
He do.
This isn't related to the situation with Jada and all that stuff because I feel like we have an empire, and the question is, how hard is it us being together for so long? Is it easy?
I wouldn't necessarily say it's easy. I think anything in life that's worth having isn't easy. It doesn't come by easy. Marriage in general it takes a lot of work.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, it's definitely something you gotta work on because it's definitely not easy.
Yeah. It's hard. There's been a few times
Clifton, the colored milkman. Imagine letting your wife or husband date other people, and that's what I'm saying. Like, I just think the
I'm
ramifications and stuff in Hollywood is just completely different. You got to remember, just put yourself in their perspective. You always hear like some weird stuff with Hollywood couples, and that's because when people get money, you have access to certain things. You have access to a different atmosphere, different fantasy girls. So they just have some weird.
You get bored
things in place.
You don't go through like the things.
It would be crazy to leave Will, and I don't think she would. And I think it's mainly because they've built a household name or brand for each other. You know, Will is that wholesome family guy that a lot of people look up to. He's done a lot of movies, and she's just by his side. They got the perfect / weird kids. So I think they are probably worried about the Hollywood image, the Hollywood aspect. So I believe that's the reason why, if it's true, why would they want to come out and say that? It's going to mess up their image. So maybe, what I think could have fixed this situation, she should have signed an NDA so legally he can't speak about those things or he gets sued. But at the same time, I don't think he gives a fuck. And the reason why I kind of am rocking with him is because he, again, on the mental health aspect, he is trying to have a clear conscience within himself. He's trying to move on forward in life. So part of you moving on, you kind of got to speak or talk about things and heal from it. So I'm not mad at him for what he did. And if that's true, it's like she did him dirty. You kind of gave him no choice but to speak on it. But I don't think he did it in a way to be messy, if that makes sense, you know?
We'll see, because the Red Table Talk. They don't call each other
husband and wife. They said they are lifetime partners. I watched the Red Table Talk episode where she said she could be on one side of the house and do her thing, and he could be on the... I feel like in so many words, they basically are trying to tell us in so many different words. They're trying to sound woke and put all these other words in front of it. But they have an open relationship. Let's just be honest. They don't have a conventional married couple type relationship, is what I would say.
That's why I was going to where I go with.
He said he wants to do life with her. Yeah, he did say that. And maybe they mean that in other ways, but again, I don't think they have that conventional relationship.
I said the same shit. This is why their children are weird.
No, I like their kids.
I love their kids too, but this is why I think their kids are weird.
They're very free-spirited. But no, that's right. Like again, even when it comes to parental guidance and stuff, or just parenting their kids, they don't have a conventional. This is Hollywood. They just do weird shit.
Yuko Koroma says.
What's the point of making it public though? Just take the L and keep it moving. I think that, well, first and foremost, he did the interview and he was asked this question.
But most men say, I don't kiss and tell.
But that's a lie, because a lot of men kiss and tell.
No, I'm talking about real men.
Bitch men, real men. I think all type, not just men, women too. But we do it in so many different ways.
Yeah, but you do that with your friends, not to the public to have millions see it.
Well, I think the reason why he did that, again, he cleared from his side. To my understanding, I feel like the reason why he did it public, the lady asked him a question, he gave an honest answer. He basically told his truth. That's all I think.
Space Host said, when is the next Red Table Talk? She gonna be on the clock.
I can't wait.
Oh, he also said if this shit drops, when the album drops, they in cahoots. Yeah.
I don't know about the girl, but Jaden Smith is dead. People always make fun of Jaden. Leave Jaden alone. But yeah, he is kind of weird because he be walking around in dresses.
Exactly. Men always bragging about what cheeks they clap. But they don't do that on a public side of things. Like,
no, there's a lot of men that do that too.
Okay,
celebrities.
I don't hear of like I hate when we say like, you know.
Jaden Smith definitely on the low. Supposedly, didn't they say he's dating Tyler the Creator? Allegedly, gay. I don't know if it's true, but I don't know if you guys ever heard that. Allegedly, I did hear that though.
Yeah.
He could have said no comment. You're right. He could have said that. But I just think he's at a point in his life, the way I watched the interview, it seemed like this is something that really hurt him. he was speaking from a place of hurt. He want to speak his truth because he also mentioned in that interview, he said he got a lot of backlash. He was losing friends. Porter? They said he was this that gay guy that wanted to do Sesame Street.
Why would I dress like that?
Before I lose my train of thought, August in the interview, he said he lost brand deals. He lost friendships. He
started to talking.
No.
I
believe him.
No.
I believe that Will and Jada have that power to get him blackballed. So he is like, yo, I don't have the woman. I'm losing money. I'm losing brand deals. This is giving me a bad reputation. So that's why he spoke out about it.
I let you have it. It's my turn.
Mm-hmm.
The reason anyone in Hollywood will tell you that if you're a person that speaks out too much and you've been in the public eye of speaking out, there's going to be a lot of brands that don't want to mess with you. That's just how Hollywood is.
You're right, but that's not what he said. Okay, well, again, we don't know because we wasn't there, but based on what he said, when she asked him that question, he basically said,
simp.
I love
There you go, Mecha Wolf. Simp. He's too emotional. Simp.
And you know what? I think he's admitting that. He admitted that he's an emotional person. Most men won't handle the situation like he did. So that's why a lot of people are upset with him. But I'm like, I gotta call a spade a spade. Jada ain't innocent either.
No, well, she took advantage of a 21-year-old.
He was clapping them cheeks. He got caught up in his feelings. Jada, she's more mature. She probably knew what she wanted from this dude. She just wanted some peen, okay? And she was not planning on leaving Will and the empire that they've built because it will look bad.
He said, so Yoko said, when dudes talk to their homie, it's not public. And 99% of the time, it's just, you hitting that? Yeah. End of conversation. Facts.
Wait, let me read that again. When dudes talk to their homies, not public. Yeah, but was that what it was with Will and August? First of all, if she was just his mentor, if she was just trying to get him to be in a better mental state with the stuff he was going on, why the hell are they even thinking about clapping cheeks and getting buns? They should have never got to that point.
Maybe it's too much time when Will's away.
They should have never got to that point.
People say that she's home a lot.
But you know what they also say? They also say that Will Smith is dating people on the low too.
I haven't seen
heard that all the time.
I hear but hold on. He's out making movies. She's home all the time. He's home. She's home. He's home all the time. She's home all the time. He's out making movies.
Jada wanted to.
He's trying to.
I agree with you, Mecha Wolf. I think August was like a breath of fresh air to her. She wanted to feel young again. I know she bragged several times about getting vaginal rejuvenation surgery. Like, I don't know why she felt to tell the world that, but yes, I do feel maybe she was going through like a midlife crisis or something. She wanted to get her groove back type thing. She was dealing with a younger guy. The younger guy unfortunately got caught up. He went in too deep with his emotions, and that was the downfall of that.
Yeah.
But I think
so. Will's always out. He's always doing his thing, and she's there with August.
Will wanted August hot dog. Maybe that's why Will is mad.
That's gay.
Yeah, well, they've been saying for the longest time that they're,
Don't read. Little F boy be saying the wildest shit. I'll read it. Little F boy, me and my homie watching the Q&A in our Snuggies.
They would say Will Smith and Dwayne be effing on the low. Yeah, I've heard that. I heard that as a kid. For the longest time, I've been hearing that they're swingers. I've heard that Jada slept with women. The last person I heard that Will was engaged with was a YouTuber. I don't know, like her channel, Liza or something like that. I heard that Will Smith was linked to Eva Mendes and some model, I forgot her name. I don't know if have any of you guys ever heard that stuff?
Super Savage says, "Speak your truth, little F boy." He be saying some wild stuff in AGS when we're live.
Yeah. Little F boy cooked hot dogs.
Most men in Hollywood are
Speak your
down
truth,
or
little F-boy.
on the down low. Well, I don't know. I can't really say that.
But it's true. They do say that. They say a lot of the powerful
Thank you
people.
for subscribing, Mr. 617 Bean.
Thank you. Yeah, I hear that a lot I just hear it's just a whole different realm when it comes to the entertainment industry. So how most normal people like us or you guys would handle situations is definitely not the conventional way that they do things. Even the way she speak about her relationship on Red Table Talk, it doesn't sound like a conventional, I feel like in so many words she's basically trying to, she also they don't seem happy. Like the way she talk in her interviews and stuff, you can tell that they're together, but there's distance. Will Smith is probably looking for somebody who, he seemed like a more adventurous person. She seemed like the more homebody type.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying.
So I just think maybe they've just hit a point in their relationship where they're not really feeling each other like that, but they're not going to leave each other either. So they're both just doing their own thing. That's what I think.
So someone said, what's it called? I heard Will was cheating with Margot Robbie. Margaret Robbie.
There's so much rumors
but
about
but if Will was trying to get out of the marriage, the door is not locked. Mm-hmm. It's all right. If Will was trying to get out of the marriage, no, it's fine.
Oh.
If Will was trying to get to get out of the marriage, then why in the world did they want to stay in marriage? Like, if Will was trying to get out and he obviously wanted to be with other people, hold on, let me finish.
Not bad.
If Will wanted to get out of the marriage and she said no, he's not going anywhere, we're life partners, you're forcing this man to be in a relationship where he's got to sleep with different women, to get his thing. I don't think that if he's been trying to get out, I don't think he should be put on the pedestal or put on the chopping block as, oh, he's doing it too. My man was trying to get out. Jada's the one that's staying around, and she hit him with the ultimatum, like, hey, we're not gonna get out, we're not gonna do this. So
hold up, 8 Mac said, I heard Will was messing with Oprah. Ew, for real. But I mean, again, this is Holly weird. Everybody mess with everybody, okay? Yeah. People been saying for the longest. Here's another Hollywood tea that's been circulating. So Dwayne Martin, which is Tisha Campbell's, I don't know if they're divorced yet, but supposedly all 4 of them used to hook up and be swingers. And the other tea was, they were saying supposedly when she was gonna divorce him, I believe the reason why they're not really friends anymore is because Jada and Will is close to Dwayne Martin. Mm-hmm. So she feel like they're trying to take his side. It's like so much things circulating those 4 people.
Yeah. So my thing is, again, if Will was trying to get out, he is forced to be in this type of relationship where he's doing this type of stuff to make himself happy because he don't want to be with her no more. But she's hitting him with, or everyone's hitting him with, or his managers are hitting with, his PR team's like, hey, you guys are a couple. People see you as Will and Jada, the family couple of Hollywood.
You're right, but again, we don't know that.
But Jada came out and said, we're not splitting up. She came out and said that. Will didn't say that.
He said it too.
She said it first. You're gonna have to side with her.
Said it first. They both said it in so many times in interviews.
Yo, if he came out the same interview and said, "Nah, I'm good." If he came out and was like, while she said, "No, we're not splitting up," and he's like, "I don't know about that," that's gonna cause a huge problem.
But there's many times where he initiated that conversation, and there's so many times where they talk about how strong their union are and how they're not breaking up.
Their relationship is fucked
I feel like in so many ways they are saying, look, listen, bitch, I don't care what the hell you're doing, just don't make me look bad in the media.
Well, she's making him look bad.
And now they're trying to play cleanup. That's what I think. Yep, I think it's a compromise too. She was obsessed with Pac. That was another thing. She was always constantly talking about Tupac.
She's obsessed with people in the music business.
They also said that there was rumors circulating her saying that she liked a lot of guys in the R&B world, so it might be true. And they said Will like a lot of people who's adventurous and more so
that's
into
not
his
Jada.
line of work.
That's why I don't understand how that works. Like we have even if we're not 100% compatible with the stuff that we do, we do the same. We do the same gaming, technology, stuff like that. She don't like going out. She don't like going on ventures.
Yeah, she seemed like she's like a more laid back, spiritual type person.
Nah, I can tell
that's what they say.
Rick, I can tell you right now that couple counseling is not going to work for them.
Swingers are winning.
Yeah.
Will got that side chick. Yeah, they always said throughout their marriage Will had side chicks. I wouldn't be surprised. And sometimes you got to remember, this woman is over 40 plus, years old. Most women, when they go through like a midlife crisis and they don't feel young and youthful anymore, and if the side chick that he's messing with is a younger chick, that does things to their ego. So that's why people like her, like the cougars, they like messing with younger guys. Maybe she think that young peen is gonna rejuvenate her. I don't know. Will is stuck with Jada. He doesn't have a choice. Exactly. This is why couple counseling is important. Yeah, I think they're beyond that point.
Hey, way too deep. Why did you delete your comment? Anything here is okay.
Yeah, you don't have to retract your comment.
Y'all never have to retract anything.
This is a safe space.
Yeah.
Them Virgos, yeah, exactly. And Jada and August, I think they're both Virgos. I'm not sure, but I think they are. And yes, I think she's very pretty. He always hear me talk about how pretty Jada is. I think she looked prettier in her prime, like in the 90s.
Have you seen her in Gotham? She kind of scary looking.
Oh, well, maybe they made her like that.
She kind of scary. Nah.
I remember that rumor Jada was with Mark Anthony. Yep, I remember that too. The most disappointing thing about it all is kids learning from all of this, seeing all of this. Exactly. And you see, Willow is like 18, 19 years old.
That's why they fucked up.
Both of those kids must be real fucked up in the head because they've seen so much stuff.
Earlier you said that's not true, but now look,
no, I didn't say that's not true. I said I like Jaden though. That's what I said. She ain't as attractive. Yeah. I think that Jada was the prettiest in her prime when she played in like the Set It Off type movies.
Yo, 8 Mac is disrespectful. People
forget how sexual she was on Hawthorne with Mark Anthony. And see, I didn't even know how.
8 Mac said,
I like the 90s Jada too.
8 Mac said like Jada looked like Iron Man.
Well, people are saying she probably did some work to her face.
Oh, she definitely did.
She probably got like Botox or facelift or something. Have you guys actually see how her mother look? I think her mom looks good.
Her mom looks better than her.
Yeah. Jada look
she got too many wrinkles.
Yeah, she is what you would call a natural beauty. I think she's beautiful.
Yeah.
Is it gay if me and the homie snuggle under the covers for movie night? Lil F boy, do what you gotta do, boy, okay? She got too many wrinkles. Yeah. But hey, that happens when we age.
Yep.
Jada looked good in Matrix. Okay, so
we're running down to 2 minutes.
No, so truth. I didn't watch all the Matrix, so.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Did you watch any of the Matrix?
Not really.
Okay. She's the type of person that don't watch good movies.
That ain't true. I have a good collection of movies.
Chat,
okay?
y'all about to flame her. Did you watch Back to the Future?
I watched the first one.
Yeah?
I did.
What's the main character's name?
I don't remember.
Yeah.
I was a kid when I watched that movie.
Exposed.
Okay. Name some classic movies. Name 5 classic movies. Because we always have this conversation. I just said
Back to the Future.
That's one.
I said The Matrix.
Okay.
Lord of the Rings. Any of them.
I watched like 1 or 2 with you.
No,
remember?
you did not.
Yes, I did.
No, you didn't.
We rented it when they had video connection.
Nah, no, I did not.
He's lying.
Nah, that's 5 movies right there.
Okay, well, no.
Yeah.
You know what? I don't know what platform. One of them had all 3 of the Matrix, and I was saying I want to just binge watch.
Nah, my wife don't watch
them.
Lifetime. That's whack.
Lifetime? Yes, I do. What,
Yeah.
Lifetime movies? I love Lifetime. They have a whole
No, I'm
Lifetime.
talking about the channel.
I like the Lifetime. Yeah, they have.
I've never seen you watch that trash.
What?
The only thing I
I
ever see.
love Lifetime
Hold
movies.
on. The only thing I ever see you watch is Love and Hip Hop. BET.
No, I don't watch that stuff anymore. When was the last time you saw me watch Love and Hip Hop?
We don't even have the cable hooked up in the living room. We stream everything.
Yeah, but no. Well, Lifetime movies, I would probably watch that by myself. That's probably why he don't see me watch it.
Glizzle King is definitely on some weird shit.
Who's the most handsome at AGS?
Me.
Oh, Lord.
I am.
I'm gonna need Jada mom to be my sugar mama, okay? Because she look good. Lifetime is trash. Come on, King Darian. We gonna virtually scrap. My wife watched that shit.
Yo, Darian.
All women watch Lifetime movies. They
Trash.
have some, especially like the 90s Lifetime movies. Well, Amazon has a channel, like a Lifetime movie channel. So I'll watch movies sometime. Of course, when he's not around, because most men don't be liking Lifetime movies.
What's good? What's good, Rodrigo?
Jada's like an Oldsmobile. Now was the shit in the 90s. Now she discontinued. Yeah, a lot of people been saying Jada been canceled.
Jada's not one
Nobody's
of the black
really
women
checking for
that
Jada
age
like
well,
that. And that's also why I think if that talk was really true about her not wanting to leave Will, maybe that's why, because no one is really checking
you
for
don't
Jada.
watch. Do you watch VH1?
I haven't watched it in a long time.
What was on VH1 that you even watched?
VH1, they have some reality TV shows on it and stuff. You know what show I used to like on VH1?
Tacoon is tripping.
I love the 70s. I love the 80s. I love the 90s. I love those type of shows.
Yeah. If Jada's giving out hush money, I'd hit.
Do you guys let your kids play M-rated games? My 11-year-old wants to play GTA because all his friends have it now. I'm not letting that shit fly. How y'all feel about that?
No.
Well, here's the thing. You can try to shield the world from your kids, but they're gonna find out stuff.
The closest thing to my son playing Grand Theft Auto right now is Saints Row the Third.
And that's technically like Grand Theft Auto.
But it's more comedic type.
But it's still like a Grand Theft Auto.
I don't know. It's
I don't think it's bad. I mean, I've seen worse games. My oldest son, he's obsessed with Fortnite, and I freaking hate Fortnite. I just try not to let him go on the
I can't wait for Apex Legend to come out because he wants to play Apex Legend. I'd rather him play that.
Watching that shit. I go in the living room. Man,
right?
I don't know why I be hating on Lifetime. Lifetime has some good movies.
Mafia Wives. My girl be watching Love and Hip Hop. Mafia, trash, man.
I used to watch Mafia Wives.
Saints Row is way more wackier.
It is wackier, but it's kind of somewhat the same genre as a Grand Theft Auto. Like, I when we was growing up, we used to call it the fake Grand Theft Auto. It's like a parody of Grand Theft Auto.
Well, the first Saints Row was very serious.
Yeah, it was. Was that with CJ? No, that's Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah,
San Andreas. Okay, now I'm thinking of San Andreas.
All right, what's your favorite? All right, since we're done with the Jada thing, what's your favorite Grand Theft Auto?
Grand Theft Auto 4, Vice City. Hands down.
Why?
Hands down. Why? I like the storyline. I like Tommy Vercetti. I love the music choice. I love the car choice. Just the whole nostalgic feel. I am a big, I'm like an old head. That's what I be telling my mom. So the music, just the vibe, the nostalgic feel, everything about it. And it's supposed to be mimicking South Beach area, Miami Deco Drive area. So that's like one of the main reasons why I enjoyed Grand Theft Auto. Tommy Vercetti.
Way Too Deep says, does DC's gaming habit bother you? My girl always rolling her eyes.
It doesn't bother me because it's a hobby. It's something he's into.
She's also a gamer too.
And even if I wasn't, because of course out of both of us, he will probably play games more than me. It doesn't necessarily bother me. That's his hobby. I mean, one of my hair products at one point was a hobby to me, and natural hair products ain't cheap. But that was my hobby, so why would I knock him for wanting,
Yeah, she got a lot of hair products, and they ain't cheap.
Well, I don't anymore. I actually gave away 95% of it.
So where's the hold on, I'm trying to find it. Torian says, what's the difference, DC? Saints Row, it's still inappropriate. It is. So here's the thing. Like, my son may play that once in a while.
No, they're saying, in my opinion, it's not appropriate. Okay, yeah.
Yeah. So it's even though it's not appropriate for kids, he barely plays that. Like, you'll see my kids play they're more excited to play like
they like Roblox right now.
Yeah, Roblox.
If you say your
Mario
kid is 11,
Party.
try Roblox. They might
Yeah.
like that. It's definitely more kid friendly. It's just
They love Go Vacation on the Switch. They also love what is it? What's the cooking game again?
Overcooked.
Overcooked.
They like Overcooked.
They love Overcooked, and they play a lot of Smash. Not Smash. Fortnite. So you'll barely like if my son was on the game right now. Like if I pulled up, as a matter of fact, I could pull it up.
I'll read some of the stuff. Yes, I liked Vice City. San Andreas had the best soundtrack. It had a lot of West Coast rap in the '90s. I used to love
saying
when
she's an '80s baby when she was not.
I'm an 80s baby at
Chat. Let me
heart.
ask you a question. If you were born in 1988. Can you be an 80s baby? Because
I'm an
the
80s
time,
baby, okay?
By the
We
time,
ain't having that discussion.
By
I'm
the
an
time,
80s baby.
hold up. By the time you're even able to walk and talk, you're already in the 90s.
I guess I'm an old head at heart.
All right, so if we look up monthly summary.
Yeah, Grand Theft Auto 4 has a very dark and depressing storyline. Yeah, I think it did.
So if we look up the monthly summary.
Do you own the iPad Smart Keyboard is what they're asking you.
I have the Magic Keyboard. I have the new one.
That ain't the one. Them African black bars supposed to be expensive. Yes, they do.
Hold on, we're in this
Dildos
one.
and stuff. Yeah, but you know what? So does I can honestly see why I say if you don't want to introduce that stuff to your kids,
Hold on. So if you look at the thing, all right. So you guys can see it. So they average about 3 hours and 50 minutes per day. That's all they get. You get Fortnite that has the most. Then you'll have like Saints Row. Then you'll have Portal Knights and Overcooked. Kirby's Super Kirby Clash, and
those
then they
are
have
the main games.
Those are the main games, and they play snipper clips.
But actually,
So
the person who's playing Saints Row right now is actually my sister, and she's 14.
Yeah.
And I mean, if my mother gave her permission to play that, then who the heck am I to say no? You can't. You know.
Yeah. So and my youngest son right now, my twin, he's had this addiction for VR lately.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Okay then.
Yeah, we want to get him the what is it, the Oculus Quest, the one where he doesn't have to hook up to a computer or anything.
Another thing also, I think it just depends on the parents, because when I was growing up, I was able to play like mature rated games, you know. But I mean, I guess you gotta ask yourself, if you don't want your kid to play mature rated games, why is it? I guess it depends what's in the game.
And it also depends
on
the maturity of your child.
And then if you do that, you also gotta look at the movie selection and stuff they watch. Like for instance, one way I like to bond with my kids every night, especially during the summer, I always try to watch a movie with them. They love horror movies, and of course, a lot of horror movies.
What's up, stories I've had?
Are rated R. So if I know my kids are not into scary movies like that, then you know they don't have to watch it. But they've watched scary movies that was rated R, and I mean they can sleep at night. They're okay. Sometimes they may ask like, "Can we lay in your room?" And all of them will pile up on the floor. But of course, if it's nothing that's like too crazy or it's not showing a lot of sexual stuff, I don't have a problem with them hearing a couple cuss words here and there, because
they don't use
they
that
hear
stuff.
those things at school, so it's not like they're not gonna ever hear or see those things. You know, I try to give them a little freedom sometimes, but just as long as you're monitoring them and watching them, I don't think it's bad. So it just all depends on your personal preference. 90s. You know what? I do think 90s was a better decade. Almighty Gamer, when you said 90s is a better decade than the 80s, as far as what? Are we talking about music? Are we talking about the clothes?
You got to understand, my wife is like in love with like the 80s.
I love nostalgic. Yeah, I'm like a big
bell
80s.
bottoms. Like
I love the 80s era.
John Travolta type movies.
Saturday Night Fever. That was one of my favorite movies. But that's
she still listens to the Bee Gees at times when she's doing her hair.
I definitely do. I listen to. It's crazy because I could be listening to a Pop Smoke song, and then in the next breath I could be listening to Bee Gees, and then in the next my music. Okay, let me show you guys my tattoo. Anyways, I have a big
she's a music head.
Yeah, I just love music. I don't know if they could see it. Basically, it's just a tattoo. It says, play the moments, pause the memory, stop the pain, repeat the happiness.
And it's a headphones.
It's
you
a
see
headset
the music. It has stop, pause, play, and repeat.
But this right here, like just music has always been like a form of therapy or healing for me in many ways. So just depending on my mood will determine what type of music I listen to. But yes, I love rap, I love R&B, I love pop, I love rock, I love reggae, dancehall, everything.
Hold up, did DC indoctrinate your kids into being Sony fanboys and girls?
No, he didn't, because they're not even into like brands and stuff.
Whenever they see a movie that starts with the movie Sony, they get excited. It's like, oh, that's where Daddy works.
Yeah. Pop culture in general. Yeah, 90s definitely had a good pop culture. I could say that. But when I watch movies like Terminator or like old movies in the 80s, and you see people wearing like the Nike Blazers or like the old Nike Air Flights and stuff, I just like seeing stuff like that. Blazer jackets, like just I miss that era. You know?
So someone said, would you review music as a job?
Oh, yes, I definitely would, because I love... Another thing I like to do when it comes to music and movies, I like to decode and depict meanings and stuff. Like, Get Out, when I watched it again the other day with my sister, because she'd never seen it, this is probably my third or fourth time, and I've just seen so much things in the movie.
This is why I think she'd like The Matrix, because The Matrix is like that.
And that's why I definitely want to watch it again, because I'm not going to lie, I don't remember The Matrix too much.
I listen to I listen to I listen to a lot of rock.
Best race cars, sunglasses, best music, movies, and goalkeeper kids. Yeah.
But again, she can't be an 80s baby.
Don't listen to that.
By the time she was able to walk and talk, we were already in the 90s.
What's your top 5 artists of all time? Damn, that is so hard.
Can
we break it down into genres? I like Bob Marley.
Hold up. Let me go. So I like I'm not really a big fan of reggae, rock music.
I like the first Terminator better.
Instrumental movies, instrumental music, and I also like orchestra music.
Oh wait, did he say genres? Oh, I think he said music in general. That's so hard. Damn, what do I listen to a lot of?
No, he said, what are your top 5 artists of all times?
Yeah, that's so hard.
All genres.
Okay, so I liked Bob Marley. I thought he was a revolutionary. I like Nas. I can listen to a lot of Nas music. Damn.
Yeah.
That is so hard.
But guys, we are coming close to the end. And again, we'll try to do this again.
Let's keep going. I like Damian Marley.
Mondays at...
Yes, I am. Thank you, King Damien. Let him know I'm an 80s baby, okay?
No, she not.
Me and my mom have this conversation all the time. I'm like, Mom,
not.
You need to stop.
My wife
yes,
did
Michael
not
Jackson
know me
is
when I had
definite.
blue hair.
Michael Jackson is definitely in the top 5. I even like him back when he
Jackson 5. She likes The Weeknd because he sounds like Michael Jackson.
I love The Weeknd.
He's not Michael Jackson. He's a ripoff.
Okay, so Clifton the Colored Milkman. Who do you like better, Jay-Z or Nas? Because people always constantly, put them two together. MG's a GOAT. Yes, he was. I love MJ. I can honestly say I like the older Jay-Z.
She also listens to rock too, and one of her favorite bands is Metallica.
I want to say it's one of my favorites, but I like
a
few of their songs. I like a few. I like more so alternative rock.
We had
like Red Hot Chili Peppers, those type of bands.
We decoded a little bit of Red Hot Chili Peppers. Who else?
Do you guys like Rakim, Pete Rock, and like those type of old rappers?
Tribe Called Quest.
Yeah. Do you guys
Jurassic 5?
Q-Tip.
Lost Boys.
Nas ain't GOAT. Yeah, that's like, okay. Do you guys like Biggie or Tupac? Since I was just asking Jay-Z versus Nas because people always put them together. So who do you guys like more out of Jay-Z and Nas and Tupac and Biggie? I would personally say I liked Biggie more, but I like Tupac as well. And out of Jay-Z and Nas, I would say Jay-Z had more commercial hits, but Nas, I think, is a better lyricist. And Jay-Z is a swagger jacker because he did bite off of a lot of artists. Jay definitely has more longevity, I believe. Biggie, No, I think Biggie was good. I think Tupac, a lot of people like Tupac because he was more deep with his lyrics, but
I can't speak on either.
okay, I
like
think
them
Tupac
both.
probably did have more commercial hits than
I
Biggie.
don't. Really, the Biggie?
I think so. Okay, yeah,
Well,
I like
yeah.
the Wu-Tang.
Tupac
Wu-Tang
has
Clan.
more commercial.
Yeah.
But I think that Biggie is a way better lyricist. If Biggie and Tupac had a freestyle battle, Biggie
well, you
would
see,
murder
the
him.
reason why I don't like how people used to put them together is because Biggie is a different type of rapper than Tupac. Biggie flow and stuff is different. Tupac spoke about more deep stuff. Biggie was on some rob a nigga house type stuff. So they had two completely different type of, rap, Tupac is excellent speaker and message. Yeah, he definitely had deeper meaning to his songs. Most of his commercial songs I liked. I didn't like the ones I liked was his deeper lyrics like I wonder if heaven got a ghetto. I liked Dear Mama. I liked Changes. I liked his deep songs. The ones like California Love. I didn't care about those too much.
Oh, who?
California Love.
Oh yeah.
Let's see the fact. That is a fact. Jay-Z. Yeah. Jay-Z. Yeah, he is a biter. Actually, Cameron at one point was beefing with Jay-Z.
Destroying
and he
him.
actually came out with a song called Swagger Jacka. Listen to that song and you would see all of
I'm not a writer, I'm a biter.
You would see all the samples or lyrics that he took from somebody. It's just because he had a bigger platform and he was a bigger artist.
We don't watch battle raps, Mr. Bean.
I used to sometimes back in the day, but not like that. But if you know any good ones, I'd watch it.
I love DMX.
I love DMX. DMX is also one of my favorite rappers too. Yeah, Me Against the World, that was a good album. Brenda Got a Baby, yep. And I liked the video. It was a sad video, but I did like it. I liked, you know
Baby
what?
Boy.
I think
Baby
I would
Boy
have
music
liked.
Playlist.
I think I would have liked Tupac more as an actor too, because I loved him in Juice. I think his career would have took off in the acting industry because he was so deep with his acting. But I love the character he played in Juice, and I love the character that he played in Poetic Justice. I think he had a couple guest appearances in A Different World, but I like KRS-One. I think my favorite song from him is 9mm. Ja Rule was killing the 2000s era, and 50 Cent. Well, I think when 50 Cent came after, that's when Ja Rule's career started to decrease.
Oh, she's a big Lloyd Banks fan.
Oh, I love Lloyd Banks. I love his accent. He got the... Y'all like Shine? Yep, I do like Shine.
You like his accent, huh?
Yes, I do, and you know that already.
You like his accent, huh?
I do.
Alright. Somebody's sleeping on the couch tonight.
No, I think you sleeping on the couch tonight.
Alright, I'm just gonna call Emma Stone.
Okay. I wish EA would remaster Jam Vendetta and Fight for New York. We don't need any new Def Jam. Yeah, too many tracks. Yeah, I don't like a lot of the mainstream rappers today. I mean, can you guys name rappers that you like today?
No.
I think a lot of rappers today, I think they call them the SoundCloud, or we live in like a microwave society now, so everything is not as well crafted. A lot of the artists today, they're not as hungry as the other rappers back then, so they don't gotta try that hard. Lloyd Banks was definitely underrated. I loved all his More Money in the Bank.
Ew, you said Migos?
Mixtapes. If you got Dat Piff, you can look at all the mixtapes and stuff that G-Unit had.
Pop Smoke came out with a new album.
I know, I didn't listen to the Pop Smoke album yet because I'm still trying to listen to all 27 of August Alsina songs from his album.
You see, every time one of these artists come out and they're sad, like, she listens to them and all this other crap.
No, that's not the only reason why, because it's not only sad music I listen to. I like Pop Smoke, though. I like Lil Uzi, too. Juice WRLD, I don't know a lot of his songs, but I actually heard he's good.
That dressed up?
I think you keep getting it confused with Young Thug.
Young Thug?
Young Thug is the one that wore the dress.
The one that used to look like your ex.
that's Little Uzi, but that's not. He don't wear dresses. Have
Nah.
Little Uzi ever dressed up in like dresses? I don't know. Y'all let me know.
No, I think.
Best hip hop group. Who
And
do you think
he had red hair at one point. People said that he's weird.
Well, people do think he's weird because of how he dressed, the weird random stuff he say. Hey, what's your best hip hop group?
Best hip hop group?
Oh,
Jurassic 5.
Jurassic 5, really?
Yeah, I
That's
like
your
that type.
favorite?
Well, between Wu-Tang, Jurassic 5, and I love the Lost Boys.
Oh, damn. Wu-Tang was good. I like the Locks. The Locks was good.
All right.
Rough Riders
Terrain.
was good.
I'll listen to one of Uzi's songs.
NWA was okay, but I think Wu-Tang probably had somewhat more longevity. I think NWA.
I love a Tribe Called Quest.
I think NWA or some of the people in NWA was better when they branched off and did their own thing.
Yeah.
Yes, I love Outkast. How can I forget Outkast? They're a good duo together. Tribe Called Quest, yeah, I like Tribe Called Quest too.
Q-Tip and all of them were pretty
I
fire.
love Outkast. Yep.
Well,
let's keep going. Let's go until it runs out.
No, we mean
Yeah.
till it runs out.
I don't know.
We got stuff to do.
Let's stay a few more minutes.
All right.
I like LL Cool J in his prime. I need me around the way, girl. That was my song. Hey Lover.
Somebody
that was one. Lil Boosie. I like Lil Boosie interviews.
I don't like Lil Boosie.
I like Lil
his
Boosie
music.
interviews.
I like his interviews with Vlad TV.
I like when he said, "Wait, don't cut his dick off, man. Come on, man. Come on, dog." Like DC Tyree, he's he is. Come on, grandpas.
We got kids, woman.
They'll be fine. I like Bone Thugs too. I loved the Crossroads.
Ew, someone said Nicki Minaj.
I liked her when she first came out, but I wouldn't say she's like one of the best rappers for women. Guys, who are your favorites? Who do y'all think is the best female rapper? I thought Lil' Kim and Foxy was fire when they came out. Eve was fire.
Whoa.
I would say Eve was probably one of the best in her prime.
Was it Jackie Brown?
Jackie Brown.
No. What am I thinking of?
Wait, who are you
Damn.
talking about?
What's that girl's name, dog? Back in the day before Little Kim came out.
Foxy Brown?
Foxy Brown, that's what. Yeah.
They both came out around the same time. They were like
Eve.
with each
I
other.
don't think Eve. Eve is good, but I don't think she's like better than Little Kim or Foxy Brown.
I would say Little
Foxy
Kim.
Brown will body Eve.
I think Little Kim and Foxy Brown kind of started the blueprint for some of the, female rappers. They don't get enough credit.
Mm-hmm.
Rhapsody, Rod Digger. Yeah, I like Rod Digger. I remember she came out with this song called Flip Mode or Imperial.
Who is,
that was the first time I heard Rod Digger. Missy, Charlie Baltimore.
What about homegirl that's dating your brother's favorite rapper, the alphabet dude?
Who?
He only does like freestyle stuff.
But wait, who are you talking about? A girl rapper?
Yeah, but he married her. She came out of jail.
Remy
Papoose.
Ma.
Papoose.
They're
Yeah.
talking about Remy Ma.
Yeah, she's
Remy
pretty
Ma,
good.
she's good too. And it's sad. I feel like the main reason Remy Ma didn't go mainstream, I'm sorry, a lot of people don't want to hear this. I think it's because of her looks. Because with a lot of these female rappers, you gotta have a certain look and a certain aesthetic, and you gotta be very over sexualized.
Now,
I like Papoose, Super Savage.
said dialogue.
Do you guys remember when he did the Law Library? I used to like the Law Library freestyles that he did. The Brat.
Big L's up there. I think Big L could body a few people.
Big L was good. He was a beast.
No Ice-T. You don't like Ice-T?
Yeah, you see, I'm gonna have to listen to Juice WRLD because a lot of people said that for like one of the new age rappers, he was good. Did you guys like XXX for like a new age rapper?
Oh God.
Post Malone, I like him too. I like Post Malone.
Post Malone did my boy Jay's 2 cents dirty.
Yep, I remember the Alphabetical Slaughter. That was a fire one.
Yeah.
Big L, yeah. I love his 7-minute freestyle that he did with Jay-Z. That was probably one of my favorite songs. Flamboyant was another one. Damn, I forgot the name of it. It was a few. It was a handful of songs. It's sad that his career was short-lived.
I like Rakim.
I like the old mixtape Wheezy when he was in his prime. Now,
Wheezy.
Big Pun, Lil Wayne.
Oh, okay.
I like Big Pun.
I love. Actually, I like Lil Wayne's earlier stuff.
Any Griselda artist? I don't think.
Yeah, most people can't
Jay
fuck
Prince,
with Big L.
yeah, he's okay. Lulu, P Diddy and the Family. Yeah, you know Bad Boys. I used to like Black Rob. I used to like Shine. I used to like
3 6 Mafia. I never listened
3
to
6
them.
Mafia. Is that the ones that made the Chicken Head? Because that's probably the only song that I know from them. I liked Bad Boys. I was a big fan of Bad Boys. Although Puffy was a fucked up dude, you know, the way he did some of his artists, I still liked the Bad Boy.
You're not gonna like Tarian's response.
I never listened to XX. I always thought that he was a psychotic weirdo. I think he was misunderstood. A lot of people didn't like him.
I think my
honestly.
wife would be a good psychologist because she sees the sees things in people
he
I
had,
don't
yes,
understand.
Rick, he definitely had a lot of potential. They're not gonna say that though because his past is what overshadows his career, sadly. Juice WRLD, I think the only song I know of him is Lucid Dreams.
Fabulous? Of course.
I like Fabulous.
Fabulous? Damn, what was the other dude's name?
Yes, X actually had talent. A lot of the new ones.
Kick Push.
That's Lupe.
Lupe Fiasco.
Yes, X had talent. Project Pat was he also with 3 6 Mafia or was he like his own person? Name like a song or two.
I like Slaughterhouse back in the day. They're not all that good.
Melanated Gamer.
What's good, Melanated Gamer?
What's up? Trying to see who else did I like. Let me go to my Spotify real quick and see who I've been listening to lately.
Pimp C?
I heard of Pimp C, but I don't know a lot of his songs.
Cause he's a skater, DC? No, I like Lupe.
Okay,
his music was good.
The latest songs that I was listening to was from Pop Smoke, the Isley Brothers, and Mariah Carey, and then Lady Gaga. I told you guys my playlist be so so what's the word? Diverse. UGK, yeah, I like them. Lupe was a beast. A lot of people said he went crazy. I like Drake. I like old school. I like the singing sorry soft Drake. I like Drake. Who else? I'm trying to think of some people off the top of my head.
On my playlist,
DMX, of course. DMX
my playlist is Tony Hawk Pro Skaters playlist music. I got
Vanilla
DC's
Ice and
Wizzy
MC
Chill.
Hammer. Vanilla Ice.
I got a track
I only
from
know
Mellow
one
Beats.
song from him and MC Hammer. I know a couple songs from MC Hammer.
And I listen to Game Day from Spotify from when I'm working out. What else is inspirational? I work out now with inspirational speeches. I got Best of DMX right now, Childhood Rock, The Fray, and a lot of my playlist is all over the place.
How do you guys like Rihanna?
She's cute.
Her music.
She's
Rihanna's
cute.
bad. Rihanna's a bad bee. Yes, I like Kendrick Lamar. I was a fan of Nipsey Hussle too. J-Rock, Kanye. I like the old Kanye. I like Ice Cube as like a conscious rapper. What are some conscious rappers you guys like? For conscious rappers, I like Ice Cube. I like Kendrick Lamar. I'm trying to think off the top of my head. I like storytelling rappers too.
Yeah, one of so someone asked, so one of the groups that I listen to for inspirational speeches.
Yes, Clifton the Colored Milkman. My playlist be so. I was actually listening to there's an HBO show called Insecure by Issa Rae. I was listening to the soundtrack of the last season because there's a few songs on there that I like.
So this is the inspirational group that I listen to, the album on Spotify. Today is the day.
I liked The Game, Yeezy Dude. Did you ever hear the song that The Game came out with called, was it called Dear? I think it was called Dear Summer, where he was dissing the whole G Unit.
Slick
D,
Rick.
Public
Oh
Enemy.
my God, my
Yeah,
stepdad
I
put
like
me on
him.
the Slick Rick.
I like Slick Rick. Earth King. Yep. Chuck D. Public Enemy. Yep.
Yeah.
No Hot Dog.
Well.
I like Rihanna old songs too. No, not yet.
Yeah, it's time.
Not
All right,
yet.
guys. So next
Ice Cube
week,
now is kinda
Monday.
Yeah, I like those conscious rappers too.
Next week, Monday at 3:00. Actually,
Common.
3:30.
Yes, Common was a good
We
one.
will go live again, and the missus will be here.
Mhm.
We'll see if we could find like a topic so we can have something in there, because we kind of give away a lot of the things we're into now.
Maybe you guys can just, or we could just freestyle it. I don't know what you guys would prefer. We can freestyle whatever we talk about, or we can you guys can give us some ideas of things we can talk about throughout the
I'm gonna save Mrs. Cloud for our sit down. This is our table talk.
Yeah, maybe you guys can help us come up with like a little name, and we can do this more often. Thank you guys. It was nice meeting all of you. Maybe one day I'll ask Heartache to make me a guest on one of his shows. Would y'all want that? Would you want that?
He cusses
I know
a
he's
lot.
kind of hesitant. It's okay.
He cusses a lot.
I can handle a few cuss words.
He
I got
cusses
tough
a lot.
skin.
Yeah.
Yeah, we definitely want to do this again.
All right. Yeah. So as a matter of fact, once we're finished, I'm gonna set the stream for next week Monday, so you
All
guys
right,
can
I'ma
put it
try.
in your calendar.
Y'all talk to Heartache. You talk to Heartache. I'll try to come on because I see sometimes you guys talk about like celebrity discussions and stuff. So I would love to be a guest on there one day. Maybe just to have another girl's perspective with the other girls, Luca and what's the other one?
Mocha.
Luca and Mocha.
Again, what's more important, love or money? This dog is barking.
Definitely, I would choose love, hands down. Yes, bye guys.
All right, so we'll see you guys again. This is Dark Cloud, and this is Mrs. Cloud. Thank you guys for coming back to DC's Nerd Talk. I hope you guys have been liking how I've been up to date with the channel lately. Been more productive with Twitter, and I've updated the look of the channel, the content, the equipment, and stuff like that, so we can be more like professional and things like that. So again, thank you guys, all the supporters.
Don't forget to thumbs up the I don't know if it's gonna play back.
Yeah, what you
that
guys
helps the
definitely have
channel.
to thumbs up and share. The more thumbs up that we get, hit the like button so more people. So yeah, Rick LaFleur, thank you so much for the super chat.
Somebody said
everyone else is super
maybe
chat.
AGS when it's a heavy female topic. Yeah, I definitely like to jump on that and give my 2 cents.
Yeah.
Especially with another girl or two. Yeah. You don't want me to, but yeah.
Yeah. No. I'm keeping her here
Maybe.
for myself. Again, I'm jealous. She's mine.
All right,
babe.
guys. It was nice doing this. We gotta do it again.